world has changed. Gone to hell, more like. It started when magic came back. The awakening, some call it. You're rubbing elbows with orcs, elves, even trolls these days. Meanwhile, megacorps bleed the world dry, one board meeting at a time. They own just about everything. But not us. We're Shadowrunners. Mercenaries, operating in the margins, working dangerous jobs for the desperate and the powerful. Being a runner takes more than skill and street smarts. You want to live long enough to get paid, you'll need a team, the right talent for the job. Maybe that's a mage, someone who can fry your enemies with deadly spells. A good decker can jack into the Matrix and bypass the toughest security without leaving a trace. Adepts, riggers, shaman, and don't forget your street samurai. Packing enough firepower and cyberware to take on a small army. Man, magic, and machine. Takes it all to survive in the shadows. Welcome to the sprawl.
And welcome to Shadowrun Corporate Sins. This time, they didn't do anything terrible right before the camera started rolling.
Oh, sorry. She tried.
My name is Lauren. I am your GM for this evening. We are going to be playing Shadowrun, a tabletop RPG that is cyberpunky and cool. I'm gonna work on my spiel. You can also find me other places on the internet as Random Tuesday. Let's go down our line and do some quick introductions before announcements.
Hello, everybody. I am Cheryl. You can find me on the internet as Muppet Aphrodite, and I play Mainframe, our party's Decker, aka Hacker.
I'm Dan. You can find me at Dan Poslins on Twitter.
Original.
I know. There's no other one. And I play Mordecai, the dwarven mage of the group.
Where's the camera? Hi, I'm Claudia. I am known as Jackie Dash on the Twitter, JAKIDASH. And I play the cybernetic orc with guns and swords.
I'm Janine. I play Elsie, the human face of the group, who is kind of the negotiator. She makes people cry a lot. And you can find me on Twitter and such under Admiral Asma.
I am Tony Beeman. I am LBFist. That's the letter L on the internet, on Twitter. Or play Cromwell, the fist-fighting, bear-worshipping butler, who is also a troll and what is completely authentically British.
So before we get started, I have some important announcements for you. Announcements!
Yay!
That was the best reaction. Really, the main one, you can see it behind them right now, is the Necropolis Death Jam that is like 3 days away. It is this Saturday. It will be running July 9th, for those of you who are bad at days of the week and numbers. It is running from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. There will be teams competing against each other in order to win accolades and prizes. It's a really cool game, has a great soundtrack. I am currently working on a cosplay from that game, and so I'll be rolling in at some point to stand there creepily in the background. I'm gonna now read all of the names of the people that they have given me, and I'm gonna get most of them wrong. So let's go with this. We've got Man vs. Game, Jessica Marzipan, Lobos Jr., Seriously Clara, DJ Blue PDX, Margaret Cron, DJ Knight, Cobalt Streak, Alaskan Savage, Numa the Nami, that was a hard one. RB Frosty, Viking Last Goobers, Richard Hammer, Jim Bob Gaming, Timorang, Richard Hammer, Tessakak, Peeve, Dreaded Cone, Knutaf, Wizhand, and more. How many of those did I get wrong? Someone figure that out.
I got a joke.
That was Joe. Really bad at names. Because the problem is I don't know which ones are letters and which ones are words. Because you guys have handles. So, anyway, also, if you are a subscriber to our channel, specific to this game, you get to participate in the metagame, the corporate metagame. So if you are a subscriber, you can join the Discord, then join a corporation, and do things like Horizon did the last 3 weeks, which is orchestrate a run that our Shadowrunners will go on. It's a pretty great experience. You also get other cool subscriber benefits like emotes and shit, but mostly it's about the metagame. And last but not least, to remember, we still do... Let me turn around. We are still doing our $10 donations for an extra die for any one of our players or myself. So if you send in a donation tonight, make sure you tag a specific character or the GM.
Oh. That's what you're
And we will access our bucket of dice in order to make additional dice-related rolls happen better and things. And when we reach $500, each player will also be awarded with a point of edge. Which they will probably use judiciously and intelligently. You never know. Anyway, so that brings us to our campaign for this evening. Previously on Shadowrun, you were, MMFEC was being hired, or had been hired, by Horizon to investigate some technical difficulties at their Park Sunset Island. They had succeeded in tracking it back to a technomancer, who they also then found in the Underpark tunnels. They did genuinely successfully extract the technomancer alive and even conscious, which was somewhat impressive on their part. And so they were paid the payment that they had been offered, and were given the remaining days on their contract to stay in the park free of charge and enjoy the festivities and facilities that are available to them. Mainframe was also provided with her deck. They exchanged the one that they had loaned her in return, and they'll let her know that they added a couple of upgrades to it, so it should be a little bit better. They inserted one of their own modules that might notice some of the stats some of the numbers are a little higher, and I think you can run an additional program. It should work just fine.
Well, thank you. That's very kind of you. I'm sure she appreciates it.
So in the meantime, MMFEC can enjoy the park as they might wish.
Bang. Okay. Can we, I assume we all had a good night's rest.
Yeah, no,
Where
there's definitely sleep involved.
We went to bed fussy, but we woke up less fussy. And let's go on some rides. I need 3 photo rides, and I want all of us to do at least one.
They won't let me on. I'm too short.
We talked about this. They are meta-human aware. There are rides that allow folks of varying heights to enjoy the experience.
Yeah, there's just there might be specific seats for you on the roller coaster.
At the back of the roller coaster.
No, that's where the troll goes.
What?
No.
No.
Human privilege, I tell you.
As the orc yelling.
Like a shovel.
Just keep going deeper.
So we drag everybody to the kids area, because that's one of the few places I think where we can get a photo of everybody at the same time. It's designed for people of varying heights to ride together. And I think there's an old-fashioned choo-choo.
Oh
ride.
yes,
Probably, yeah.
Can I be in the caboose?
But it's with all 5 of us, no one else can ride this particular train.
Yeah, they've definitely.
I'm not getting on any train. It might be possessed by some.
No.
Oh, fine. So we don't go on the train. We go to the next ride, which is exactly like the train, but it's a caterpillar. It's like a cyberpunk caterpillar. Got a little hat, just like Cromwell's.
Is it hungry?
Nice.
Is
it a hungry caterpillar?
It's a hungry.
I know this story already. The hungry caterpillar ate all the leaf, and then he formed a corporation what produced leaves out of soy and was successful in the end.
Yes.
So
It's the well-known children's tale.
Right, produced by
Very
Horizon.
hungry corporate caterpillar.
So we march over to the hungry caterpillar ride, and we line up and we ride it.
And we take a picture.
And we act. Fang and I are pretty excited.
Yeah,
we're like,
woo!
I would like everyone to pose. What do they look like in the picture?
Yay.
Great. Great, perfect. Someone gift that. And
I also find a little cutout of a troll, and I'll put my head through the hole. It's like a Billy Goat Gruff scene, and I'll get my picture taken in that.
anyone else do anything in particular in the park before we move into our time passes segment?
I sulk.
I eat way too much sugar, and somebody has to rub my tummy.
If I wanted to,
Does anyone volunteer?
I'll rub your tummy.
There we go.
And while I'm doing it, I stopped at a gift shop, and so I got one of the little sun headbands.
Yeah.
You know, sunset. So I'm wearing that, rubbing her tummy.
So your time at the park comes to an end. Some are more relieved than others, and some have experienced the true joy of childhood. So you'll have there's probably about a week and a half that'll pass before you guys get contacted again. So by potential job offer. So we'll kind of go down the line and talk about what everyone does in the meantime. Cromwell.
Right, so I asked Mordecai for Talia's contact information.
Well, for what purpose?
I need to get some magical effects for my upcoming completion of my second grade initiation ceremony.
Oh, okay, just her shop is kind of small, so just remember to duck.
I'll behave myself. So I get information, and here's what happens. I'll go in, and all I ask for is a tattoo. On this arm, I want a shark riding on a bear, and on this arm, I want a bear riding on a shark. Available to be in...
I'm sorry, but I didn't get your name. You are...
it's Cromwell, Magnuson Cromwell.
Okay. How did you get my shop's information?
Well, I was giving it to you by Mordecai, right? You know Mordecai, the dwarf what's in love with
Yeah, no, I know more. Wait, what?
Well, he's your friend Mordecai, right?
Yes.
Right,
What
well...
were you about to say about Mordecai?
Well, I used to think he was grumpy, but recently I've kind of noticed he's sort of in love with somebody. And so I thought, our whole group's getting along, we're going on adventures, and...
So you want a tattoo?
Of you're right, a bear and a shark. A shark riding on a bear and a bear riding on a
Do
shark.
you know anything about this person he's in love with?
Right, her name's Mainframe. She's really smart, she's very beautiful, she's really attractive. She's completely
That's
different
fine,
than
you
him.
can stop talking.
All different worlds, you know?
So these aren't easy to do, you realize that. I need some setup time, I'll have to contact some assistants.
Oh, right. Okay, that sounds good to me, whatever. And also, on my bicep, I want a British...
You want 3 large tattoos.
Well, this is more a combination tattoo, really. Can't you work it in as one tattoo? But this one's definitely separate. It's a British crown, and it says, keep calm and fight on. And that one's got to be magical. It's all got to be magical.
I assumed you didn't come here because I'm known for doing non-magical tattoos.
Right, I want some magic kind. See, I've realised adepts and magicians can work together.
Yes.
Just like Mordecai works together with a technomancer.
What is that? I need
Well,
to have
if
a
a-
conversation with him later.
If a dwarf and an elf can fall in love, right? I shouldn't have said that. Not that she's an elf, I'm just
You
saying.
should just stop talking about Mordecai, please. Makes me kind of uncomfortable and a little bit angry.
Well, that seems appropriate.
If you would like these tattoos, then we will arrange for it to happen. I need a few days to prepare the necessary materials. I'm gonna have to do a reading on your aura, shit like that. You don't really need to understand it, and I don't think you could even if I tried to explain it.
All right, it sounds good to me. No need to explain it. Just put it right there, and right there.
So she'll direct Cromwell to come back after she's made the necessary preparations to get the tattoos done. Like, she has to draw out the art. talk to some people and get it so that it doesn't look completely terrible when she inks it onto your skin. And she definitely, you notice when you're getting the tattoo done, like, really is jabbing that needle in there. Like, every time you mention Mordecai or Mainframe's name, just like, ugh, yeah, great!
It's really, it hurts more than I thought it would. I have a newfound respect for people who won't get tattoos and try something different. Just like Mordecai's doing with Mainframe.
Really?
Ow!
That's
It really
fascinating!
hurts.
And just seems to have very little interest in holding small talk. So there's just the sound of the tattoo needle. And yeah, if you ever mention their names, she seems to be frustrated.
All right, then. Well, thank you very much. Ow, it really hurts.
Can I spend edge to undo everything he's just done?
To like rewind time? You need more than edge for that.
Maybe edge and 50 dice.
Yeah, then I'd let you do that.
All right, that's it. I'll tell Mordecai you said I.
Sure. And they'll arrange payment and all of those
Yeah.
fun pieces of it. So you're inked up.
Nice. And then I'll edge to the bear doctor for my final initiation. And we'll find out about the effects of that once we need them.
Oh, great. Elsie.
So Elsie has to go back to school because she's missed some weeks being international. So she turns in a couple papers. She had a paper about metahuman studies due, the Great Ghost Dance, and whatever. So she has
History and shit.
right. So she goes to class. She ends up one of her teachers encourages her to look into extracurricular. So she ends up with the drama kids. You know, like she can't really audition to be in a show because, you know,
Her schedule's
really messed up. But she does learn a lot about theatrical makeup. And so she ends up actually picking up a smart wig that she's super excited about. And she spends most of the interim when she's not at school programming the wig to be like different lengths, different like colors, different, you know, styles. And
I'm just seeing her like trolling like torrent sites, being like, I need another design for my smart wig.
I'm like, I need a 45-year-old man. Will it do that? Okay, yeah. Then she's just like going through like, okay, what if I need to infiltrate a daycare? I need something that's really like mom. It's like
Okay.
hours of that into the night.
Good. So this is quite a collection of wig styles.
Yes.
Available to her. Excellent. Bang!
Fang is, sends the appropriate amount of clickbait to her friends via the, being like, look at can you imagine how many paws this cat has? Kind of videos. It's always 4. It's always 4 paws. Once it was 3. It's pretty interesting. And then, Mordecai will receive a very interesting little bip from someone he does not know called Shizu Takata on his Badoop-a-doops. Comlinks.
Comlink, yeah?
Comlinks.
His
Badoop-a-doop.
badoop-a-doop.
Yeah. It'll pretty much be like your friend, your fangs, and it's all in capitals with one of these. Emergency contact. She's left at this location. Pick her up. I will not do business with her anymore.
Well, I guess that means during my downtime, I go to pick Fang up from this location.
It's in the middle of the city. It's in the Metroplex area. I mean,
He's driving the shark van.
yeah. It's not like the sketchiest area, but it's definitely like
It's like a little sketchy.
it's a little bit sketchy. It's you clutch your bag tighter to your chest, but you're not running yet. And there's definitely an inebriated Fang just put on a corner.
Fang, are you okay?
Yeah, I got a note. I was bad.
What does the note say?
I'm not allowed to go back to the doctor. This doctor.
Here, come on, get in, Van Helshark.
And like Fang like stands up and like definitely does the whole leaning against the door as she tries to open it and it doesn't open that way. So it flaps
It also doesn't really open the other way. You kind of jammed. You gotta work it.
Okay. And just like goes in and just like flaps on the center on seat area of it. And like you could tell that like it's normal for like work to get a little bit of drugs in, so you're not screaming in pain as they like unwork your nerves and your wires and such. But nothing is new about her arms or any Comulink stuff.
What?
Not that Mordecai would necessarily.
No, but like there's definitely like no changes.
So what was it that you were there for?
So, remember how I was bad because I left the country?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, well, Piddleton was pissed. His name is Piddleton. It's really Piddleton, but you know.
Is that your parole officer?
Yeah, it's my boss. Kind of. Parole officer. Used to be my boss. Anyways, he installed an
RFID.
Yeah, he installed one of those in my arm.
Oh.
But I tried to get it out.
Oh.
But they won't take it out because I guess it's night errand stuff, and she doesn't deal with night errand.
It's horrendously illegal to have your like tracker removed from your arms while you're on parole.
So yeah, so it's still in there.
Oh. It's okay, Fang.
I have a question for you.
Yeah, sure. I'm driving.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm driving Fang back to her apartment. The van is just like kind of bouncing along the way and like making squealing noises as it goes, and every now and then I honk at other people who I think can't drive well, and it makes like an old aruga sound.
Good work, Joe.
You said some stuff in the tunnel. Was that because you thought you were gonna die? Like.
What, you mean the stuff I said to Mainframe?
Yeah, sure. You said it to Mainframe.
I don't know. It was in the heat of the moment.
You gonna make out with her?
No, I'm not. I just.
Gonna hold her?
No.
Gotta.
No,
Gotcha.
I just felt really guilty.
Like, just start gesturing.
No, like, why?
Well, because we're all supposed to be teammates, and I shouldn't be distracted by anything. I shouldn't be inclined to treat her any differently than I would treat any of the rest of you.
Dude, the first rule about the team is that everyone starts fucking each other. Like, that is the number one rule.
That is not the number one.
That's how it worked with the cops. I'm just saying, you should definitely, if you're into it, go for it. Because she's like a hot piece of ass. You just go for it.
This just got really uncomfortable.
Look, this just got really uncomfortable.
Like, Faye like reaches from behind, like falls into the footwell and like touches his shoulder. Go for it. Go for it, Papa. Big Papa. You got ice cream?
We're at your apartment.
Great. I do not have ice cream there. And Fang like just like lumbers out and like gets to our apartment, struggles with keys for a little bit.
Realizes it's like a thumbstick.
Yeah.
Like,
and then remembers that she doesn't have a fingerprint, so like has to put another piece of her body, probably just like a nose, and it scans and it goes through, and she goes. and the rest of it is spent in recovery.
Mordecai, between picking Fang up and uncomfortable conversations, what does Mordecai do?
So, after getting back, Mordecai pays a visit to Talia.
Curiosity, is this going to be before or after Cromwell's paid a visit to Talia? Well, probably like in between.
I don't know. I've got timeline questions there.
Well, I went twice. She had to prepare.
Yeah, so we'll say the first time it's before Cromwell, and then if you go twice, the second time it'll have been after Cromwell.
Well, okay. Talia and I are gonna have to spend some time together anyway because we're finally going to craft the power focus that we had been talking about for a long time. I've got the money to afford it.
This is before.
This is definitely before.
That's the before phase.
So I figure let's do it. Let's pull the trigger. I need, I'm getting taxed more and more on these runs, and
I'm impressed, Mordecai. You've been doing really well. Better than you used to be, at least.
Well, it's baby steps, right? Baby steps. I think I've got a good thing going here, and I'm kind of worried. I'm worried I might be becoming emotionally attached to this group, and I don't want to screw it up.
You know how emotional attachments go, Mordecai.
I know.
That's why we're always strictly business.
I know. But
emotional attachments are dangerous. They might be nice, but they're dangerous. Some people
Sharky
might want
says the
them,
same
but they're
thing.
dangerous.
Sharky says the same thing. But I feel like I owe it to them. They've done a lot for me. So I'm going to do this for them.
I'll get it set up.
All right. We go and we're going to be crafting a focus tattoo, and it's going to be a small tattoo of a shark. That's going to go in the small of my back.
Best spot for a small tattoo of a shark.
Is it peeking over the top of the
waistband?
waistband?
It's kind of It's kind of like one of those dolphin tattoos, except it's a shark, but it's sort of cresting like that. And it takes a while to get the crafting right. Talia has to call in a couple of assistants to help with the whole artificing process. The first time it doesn't quite take, but the second time, Sharky appears and fires lightning bolts from his eyes onto it as the enchanting occurs. And just for a moment, it's like the tattoo comes to life on my back, and I can feel the energy from it. And I come out of it bonded to a new Force 4 power focus, which increases. It doesn't actually increase my magic rating, but it increases my effective magic rating. It lets me roll 4 additional dice for anything that involves magic.
So the first time, everything's pretty pleasant when you first go in, for Talia.
Yeah.
The second time when you go in, she's gonna kind of
There's so much.
Give you just the look. So I think it's gonna be a little bit more expensive than it was before. Because I can't really be doing favors for you, and really I was knocking down the price before, and I've been very busy, and I had to call in 2 assistants for this tattoo, Mordecai.
Oh, okay. How much more expensive?
Give me another 20%.
Okay. I mean, we don't have to do it if it's an inconvenience to you.
No, it's fine. You want to do this for your group and for your friends, and I think that you should. And I'm just making sure you're aware that our relationship is as you want it to be. Business.
Is something wrong?
No, everything's fine. Let's do this. She just gleefully takes the tattoo needle.
Okay.
How's this?
Wow. That's smart.
Good, that means it's working.
We're so mean.
I'll make it 25% in what I end up paying, just to. I'm not entirely sure.
Disgruntled, and a little sad almost, disappointed.
Is there something I can help out with? I mean, you've still got a favor
I know.
to call in.
I know. Go enjoy your tattoo. Spend time with your people.
We could have a game night.
I'll see you around, Mordecai.
Oh, okay.
We got Edge!
Hey! All right. Yeah. I like it.
I didn't want to interrupt.
Thank you, Bear Chat God.
Thank you, Jay.
Thank you, chat.
I like how we've spent so long just being like, how far can we go?
Mainframe, what
Alright.
do you do in the interim?
Well, there's been a lot of social stimulation, and so she's it's a very sort of she's a hermit for a little while. She has a lot to do. She unpacks the drone that she was sort of lent on the beta program, and she's never really worked with flying devices before. So she downloads some trids about basic flying mechanics and
Fly your roto drone.
pitch. Yes, exactly. and like it flies in your forehead a couple of times, but she manages to sort of achieve a basic level of competency with piloting aircraft. So it's a small scale aircraft. She's not flying any jumbo jets necessarily, but that's kind of an important moment. But I should point out that she does this before she ever turns the drone on. She goes to like a park far away from where she lives and ensures that is in a neutral space where she operates this device, which was mysteriously lent to her by Ares. And she's always very paranoid about shutting it down again and letting it sit for like 20 minutes and then scanning it to make sure it's like offline before bringing it back. And she even gets like an extra little like layer of lead, like it's
like a little
copper,
mini Faraday cage
a
around
little
it.
Faraday cage for it that she wraps it up in. Anyone who sees her do this will think she's some sort of conspiracy theorist. But that's just what she's gonna do. That's what she does. The other thing that she spends a fair amount of time doing is so she's got her deck, and she still hasn't told anyone what it's named, but her deck, there's been other people touching it, and she felt very vulnerable when that device was bricked during the initial fight with the Technomancer, and she wants to make sure that she can recover from that more quickly. So she very methodically disassembles the entire thing and assembles it again and like inventories all the parts, and by doing this she manages to acquire the golden screwdriver quality, so that now when she when she's in battle and the deck needs to be repaired, she will get every hit she gets will both heal the deck and make it faster in the process. And so she's like a total wizard with her deck now. They've like transcended time and space. Like she's bonded.
Yeah, they are
it.
one.
Like she
is
knows.
one
Like she can picture every. I don't think they have transit, but she can picture every circuit sort of in her head, and it's just it's just like an extension of herself. So that's very exciting for her. She does not know why Fang keeps sending her like links to articles about like cross-racial dating, like success stories. like a troll and an elf being happy together, and it's just like, well, and she's worried that Fang might be like is trying to tell her something, like maybe Fang has a crush on someone.
No,
but, like, she just keeps sending these links, and they're like, "Isn't this great?" And there's like lots of exclamation points and emoji.
And it's all capital letters all the time.
All the time. She's really excited about cross-racial like relationships in general, and that is a little perplexing to mainframe.
And then interspersed in there's the weird clickbait cat article.
Yeah, and cats, but I figure that's just.
You'll never believe this.
Mordecai.
And that too.
Mordecai. He also wants the golden screwdriver quality, so he disassembles Van Helshark. He disassembles his Van Helshark, and he reassembles it. But when he does, it's a boat somehow. And he has to call Mainframe to fix it for him.
Yeah, that's gonna be in a while. You probably won't get to that. So somewhere in the disassembling of Van Helsharky, you will all get a call. From it'll say, I have an employment opportunity for you. I know it's been a while, MMFEC. I look forward to speaking with you, Miss J.
I message Miss J back and I say, Miss J, great to hear from you. We're interested to see what you have for us.
Cromwell's already running toward the Draco Foundation.
Wait, are we not meeting in the rabbit place?
It explicitly says at the bottom, like the follow-up is, excellent, I will see you at such and such time on such and such day at the Rapid Rabbit.
I say over
In
the
normal
comm.
room.
Check the bottom of the message, Cromwell.
Can you pick me up in South Renton?
The Foundation's in downtown.
Can you
Oh,
sell
no, I'm in South Renton. No, I got on the wrong
Where you
bus.
went, so.
I take the Harley, I pick him up, and I'm like, oh, your tattoos, how did it go? Or like,
It really went really well, but they hurt a lot more than I thought they would.
As a side note, is Cromwell, when he says taking the wrong bus, is that because he leaped onto the incorrect
Yeah.
bus at the top? Great, just wanted to clarify it wasn't that he
It's-
rode it the normal way.
It's hard to see the little signs on
Yeah,
there
when you're on the
jumping.
top. Yeah.
it's true.
Well, when you do like a route finder on the Matrix, it doesn't. It only talks about stops. But if you opt from one bus to another,
Oh, yeah.
you can actually make your
they-
connections
they-
better.
They changed.
Mordecai sets Cornbread down in his Quonset hut and climbs into Van Helshark, which I guess he did not disassemble at that time.
Probably for the best.
And it like lurches into motion and he drives it into town.
Go.
Pretty much.
I am sitting in the Rapid Rabbit and I can hear it approach, but like from 5 minutes away, like you hear the.
What you're actually hearing is me like parking over the course of like 5 minutes.
Does
Like,
it have the
trying
squirrely
to-
brakes?
They hiss more than
Oh.
Also, the timing belt makes that like that weasel sound,
It's a bitchin' van. Though.
It's
so
beautiful.
bitchin'.
It looks beautiful.
It sounds like it's bitching.
It's so good.
When I walk into the Rapid Rabbit, I take a deep breath, and then I stop, and I very controlledly walk up to the counter and say, I would like some fries.
Elsie, that was so calm and demure. I mean, we'll get those right out for you. You guys here for another job?
Yep. Meeting with Miss J to find out what's going on.
It's been a while. It's good to see you here. Brings out the fries. And just heaping covered in cheese.
These pieces of door got blown up
Okay,
by a
seriously,
rocket.
Cromwell, we don't need more
And then
door.
a rock fell on them, but I
Don't-
think you can still stick
We don't
them
need
together.
more door. We don't. We're done. We fixed
Oh,
it.
you're so nice, but I'll feel dishonorable not returning the door.
I feel like there are other things that you could do that would be more helpful to our business.
But not as person of all meaning.
But
I get
mostly
it.
they would involve not breaking our door again and not giving us more pieces of trash.
I can't promise, but I will try my best not to break the door or bring you any trash. Why would I do that?
Okay.
Hoy there, chummers. I've got the leather jacket on and the sunglasses that are
How's
obviously...
that van working out for you, Mordecai?
I gotta say, I had my doubts, Oz, when you first mentioned it, but
I did too.
it's a pretty sweet ride.
But if anyone was gonna like that van, it was gonna be you. And if anyone was gonna think it was a good van, it was gonna be you.
I don't know what you're implying by that, but the van is awesome.
What a guy. Those tattoos hurt more than I thought they would.
What tattoos?
The tattoos I said I'll get from your friend Talia.
You
It
just said you
hurt
were
more.
getting magical supplies. You went to get tattoos from her, huh?
Yeah, I all got tattoos.
Huh. Interesting.
You guys.
You
got
want to see them?
tattoos? You got a tattoo too? A tattoo?
Tattoos definitely don't.
You want to see my tattoos? Cast,
He's just there by the
stop. Everyone watch it. Oz, watch this. Mordecai, cast a spell on me. Give me
God.
some sparkles.
Cass, what do you need?
Don't break anything, because we like it here and we don't want to have to leave.
Yeah.
Let's
Gonna
just-
say suspiciously, no magic! You just hear Molly yell.
Don't worry, it won't. Nothing destructive.
Cromwell, have you stopped bringing us door pieces?
I don't
No
know.
magic!
Let's just go in the
We're
alley
gonna
for
be,
a second.
no, wait, we're gonna be late. This is Fang not pointing to a watch.
Just her wrist.
Yeah, there's like an LED here that says blinking time, but it's like, nah.
I'm getting kind of annoyed by this, so I'm going to actually increase Cromwell's charisma so that hopefully he'll stop bothering me about it. So I cast Increase Charisma on him, and his charisma goes up by 4.
As you cast a spell, the bear and shark, they leap out like blue light through Cromwell's sleeves, and you see a shark riding on a bear and a bear riding on a shark, and Cromwell seems to lose focus, and he takes control of this, well, not control, but he takes a spell from you and sustains it using his own bear god powers.
Oh.
Holy shit!
And he seems distracted for a minute, but then you see the British crown light up and the words, keep calm and fight on. And suddenly he obtains concentration and focus, and he's able to maintain the spell himself.
Holy shit, Cromwell, you're a pinball machine.
Did you get a tattoo of a shark?
And a bear. 2 of them. 2 sharks and 2 bears.
Your charisma's gone up.
That's right. It's a shark riding a bear and a bear riding a shark, because I realized we work better together as a team. And I thought it'd be magnificent to celebrate that with a tattoo.
So you guys like BFFs now or something?
How many shark tattoos do you have?
Show us!
Show us!
Show us!
I don't have a tattoo.
Show us.
Oh, you said it. You did.
I didn't say I did.
Mordecai wouldn't get a tattoo. Don't be ridiculous.
Oz is gonna come over. He's like served you drinks and be like, I'm pretty sure she's waiting for you upstairs.
Yeah, we gotta go upstairs.
Oh, okay.
Afterwards, you show us.
I'm curious. Do you have like is it like a braid of
Upstairs.
Because it's got to be more than 2.
We go upstairs.
As you're walking upstairs, Fang is like trying to peer over every like.
Well, I don't know where it is.
that
I got
Mordecai
tattoos
has.
here when I had real arms, so like I want to know.
Fang, leave it.
Fine.
Leave it.
Oh, it's in one of those places.
Why do you only want to be Big Papa when it's convenient to you?
I never want to be Big Papa.
So I assume maybe they're trailing back.
Yeah.
Non-arguing people.
I'm trying to
And
like
first.
be professional, and I'm like, oh, hair.
Hello there, Miss J. How very pleasant to see you again.
Hello, Cromwell. It's good to see you as well. You seem to be doing well.
You seem well as well. It's nice to see you.
You see
Excellent.
Well, it's great that everybody
Hello,
is so well.
Fang.
Hey! I needed to be noticed.
See you too.
Needed to be noticed.
It's been a while, in fact. It's been almost a month since we last hired you for a run. I hope you have found plenty to occupy your time since then.
We have been more than adequate.
We had a family vacation.
Well, if I'm entirely honest, I have been tracking your progress, and you're correct. You have been more than adequate.
Oh no.
I keep tabs on you. My job is development of runners in the Seattle area. I wouldn't be very good at it if I didn't do that.
And you are quite good.
So what can we do for you today?
Well, the Draco Foundation is looking to push forward their continuing mission. I'm sure you know that originally they began simply as an organization that was to disseminate Dhugiuzvilli's will. But we are looking beyond that with the return of Nadia to continue the core ideals that were written into that will. The ideas of equality and equality between all metahumans, as well as increasing our understanding of the world and the way magic and technology operate both independently and together. And that's why we've been pushing for hiring runners to perform missions that we might not have been doing otherwise. We have sufficient capital given what was left to us by the Great Dragon. And we're interested in developing, not just hiring good runners, but also developing them. And we would like to offer you a position on retainer to work for the Draco Foundation. It would not be exclusive or binding. You would be free to work for any other corporations in the meantime, but there would be an expectation that you would perform a run for us roughly monthly. We can also provide you with some additional coverage of expenses in addition to the retainer that we would provide you. I can't promise you as much money as any corporation would, but I can offer you the opportunity to make the Sixth World a better place. And I guarantee that no corporation could say the same.
That's an intriguing offer. I don't know if we were quite expecting that.
You have been more than adequate. You have shown in circumstances where you might have made alternative choices to sometimes select those that could have gotten you in more trouble, but were for the benefit of others. And you have also shown yourself quite capable in many different situations.
Have to forgive me, but I get the impression that being on retainer, we might come under the eye of some people maybe that we wouldn't normally come on the radar of.
It is certainly possible that you may become the enemy of any individuals that are enemies of the Foundation, but we have worked fairly hard to maintain some semblance of neutrality in the world.
Who do you perceive as the enemies of the Foundation currently?
Those who do not believe that the world should be fair. Those who believe that they should maintain power and that people should not have it.
So in other words, anyone opposed to metahuman equity.
Essentially. Those who would want to prevent elections from being free and open, and similar circumstances. That is currently our main focus, is the elections that are coming up in Seattle.
So we're talking about politics.
We're talking about politics, we're talking about corporations. It's the sixth world. It's a messy place.
Well, I would say this is something that we would have to take a vote on as a group. I can't speak for the group on this.
I can tell you what the conditions and terms would be, and you can take that information away and decide for yourself what would work best for you. I certainly would continue being interested in working with you, should you not accept the retainer, but it would not come with the same benefits. It would simply be a more transactional, more traditional running. We would be prepared to offer you $5,000 a month as the retainer, with additional coverage of mission-specific expenses, as well as a dock wagon for each of you while you're on a mission for the Draco Foundation. So should you be injured, we would cover the expenses for your recuperation.
Would there be a cap on expenses?
Those would be subject to negotiation, yes.
For example, if I find that I need to fire a rocket launcher, are you willing to pay for the ammo on that? Just curious.
Depends on how well you can justify firing a rocket launcher.
Oh.
She will.
I'll have to file a form.
Yes. Consider expenses to be something that would need to be approved if they are non-standard. Yes, Fang.
As a team, I think we should have a team headquarters. Is it possible to have a location where we can all live in the same place?
What?
That would be something you could choose to spend your retainer on.
Okay.
I have an apartment.
Yeah, you can move.
Oh.
Fang, have you become homeless too?
No, I have a home, but
There is a space for you under the bridge with me and Barnaby if you need.
I have space. I just want more.
Are there other questions about the position?
You mentioned the dock wagon as well on Draco Foundation only. So if we are on an independent run,
We would not be providing you dock wagon services.
Oh, there.
Obviously, those do come with certain restrictions, which is if you are in restricted areas, dock wagon may not come. You are aware of that fact, yes?
yes.
When you are on corporate territory, they have to get permission first before they would come collect you. But we would provide those services while you're on missions for us.
And is the $5,000 a month for a single mission a month? Is there an upcharge?
It would be the expected, yes, it would be expected for that to cover only one mission a month. If it was a particularly dangerous mission, we may be able to offer some additional compensation. If there is additional runs we would ask of you during the month, we would provide additional payment for those.
Well, we can discuss it.
Yeah.
Feel free to contact me when you've made your decision. There's no rush.
Thank you very much, Miss J.
She'll head out and kind of leave you to your deliberations.
Whew. So, let's just decide yes.
I think so. I mean, she's proven herself to be honorable, and the Draco Foundation is an honorable organization. I don't see why we wouldn't.
5,000 new yen a month is not very much.
If the vote goes bad, then we could make some enemies, but honestly, This is the kind of work we want to be doing, right?
I like this kind of indie game. You know, the more we can.
Indie runs.
I mean, you know, we've seen
Artistically fulfilling, but not completely flush.
we still have some room if we need to go and fill our coffers. But you know, we've seen Horizon. We liked some of the things they did, but they also killed 100 technomancers. I appreciate what the Foundation is trying to do.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
We have to be careful, though. I mean, she did extort us for a full other run for medical expenses, so we have to watch our backs.
I don't know. I didn't get back into Shadowrunning just to be a corporate wage mage, even if it is for the Draco Foundation.
Is it Draco or Draco? I never bothered to ask because I thought that would make me sound stupid.
I don't know. I'm just now taking metahuman studies.
Soy tomato.
Fine.
Wait, can we leave any time? Because that's the big push. They said non-contractional.
Non-exclusive.
Oh.
We're not exactly making a deal with a dragon, but we're making a deal with a dragon's bequeathed estate.
Yeah.
I want the old Cromwell.
I mean,
The other one.
It's hard to understand you like this.
Yeah, I feel like I can't talk to you in a Tusker kind of way.
I suppose I do lack a certain bit of style. All right. The bears and sharks circling around Cromwell's arms dive into his sleeves, and he allows the spell to expire.
God, that's so cool.
Right in.
This is the Cromwell I like.
Oh, I like you too, Fang. Thank you for saying it.
Look, I mean, if this is what you guys really want, I'll go along with it. I think we should ask for more money.
Okay. I can ask for more money. I'm happy to ask for more money.
I owes that technomancer 2 favors, so,
Still?
I do. One for Pip and one for, I
You
shouldn't
guys
have,
all owe a favor.
I shouldn't have gotten rid of that spell
Because
so
of
quickly.
it's the AI thing. Remember the train that wanted to kill us?
Those were the days.
Those were memories that we
I
had.
hate Japan still.
And we act surprised that she knows what we've been up to. She's probably just happy we only called her once.
Well,
Just don't any of you get too comfortable with this. That's what they want. They want you to basically be another possession that they can collect. And I don't think that's who any of you are. I know that's not who I am.
we can say no.
And this, at least I'm getting to choose who I work for and who I support.
That's the only thing any of you have is choice. Don't let them take that away from you.
Let's vote. Right now. It's been like 5 minutes, so she's probably just outside, like, doing something. Technomancer stuff, checking her, click.
I'm sure she can hear everything we're saying.
All right, I say yes.
Or second the motion to vote.
All those in favor?
Oi!
I want to vote.
I'm going to abstain.
You said our number one thing is that we still have choice. Right
Yeah.
now, you're not making a choice.
That's my choice.
All right, and that's fine, but we've majority rules, and we will accept the proposal
With negotiation.
with negotiation.
Ask for
I vote to adjourn the meeting? Is this
Done.
Are we Robert's rules now? What's
Adopt.
that? It's a thing you do with meetings.
I'm
gonna
Miss
be
J.
Hello, Fang.
You can come back in. We're ready.
I'm gonna be in high school.
I'm not
forever.
here anymore. And then the screen turns on. But it is good to see all of you.
Hey.
Hi.
Nice to see you too.
So we're definitely interested in your proposition, but I think if we're going to be on retainer for Draco Foundation, it's going to need to be a little bit higher of a price considering, let's say, current politics and the amount of scrutiny and or trouble we might be making, which we're happy to make.
Ideally, you won't be making any trouble if you do your jobs right. So are you suggesting I compensate you for your own inadequacies?
No.
We're mostly adequate.
No, I'm saying that it's been a while since you've hired us, and our skill level is higher than the last time we met. And we have a lot more gear. Mordecai has a van.
Oh, we brought that up.
It's
She visibly snickers. Yes.
It's
Van
a
Helshark.
Oh, she's
It's-
really good.
I've become a skilled enough negotiator. I can get you to crack a smile.
Hang on, let's not gloss over this. It's a bitchin' van.
Yes, it certainly is a van.
A bitchin' van.
I don't think she uses that word. She's not.
What would you propose as the
I tear off my
retainer?
sunglasses.
We understand that you're working, within the foundation's budget, so we would ask that.
Nonprofits are difficult, right?
I know, and I understand the rules of a 501c3.
You have done very well in your current classes at school.
Some of them, it's real hit and miss.
It's probably difficult when you're not there.
Yeah.
Are you all right, Fang?
There's so much talking.
Do you want to go outside while
Yes!
we're talking?
I take Fang
For a
outside.
walk?
You might want to try rubbing her belly.
No!
I'm not gonna rub your belly, Fang.
I don't want it to be rubbed by you.
Wow. I'm just trying
We
to
go
get
outside.
I'm just trying to get us Nuyen, folks.
Anyway, Elsie.
Would you be able to do 8,000 a month?
Are you going to provide any explanation as to why you think that is a reasonable amount for Miss J? Or are you going to just say, 8,000 is our...
Well,
Go ahead and roll your negotiation. That role play.
based on our previous fees with you, I figure that an increase of an average of 20% would be equitable. Math.
That's better.
That's
You
much
know.
better than what you started. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Edge.
Okay. I will re-roll. Oh wait, there was more than I thought there. That's okay.
Fang, would it,
Chat room.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Fang, would it make you happy to
Thank you, chat room.
drive Van Helshark around the block?
I don't want to run your fan.
Yes, I have 7 hits. I'm feeling very, very good about using the word equitable and percentages.
Oh, yeah, no. The use of percentage.
Yeah, they're like big idea words.
Well, given that we are offering to provide you both a dock wagon impressive dock wagon services while you are on retainer working for us, there would be no charge to you for that and coverage of expenses. I suppose I could go up to 6,500, although you could expect a little bit more scrutiny on some of your expenses. Rocket launchers can be hard to justify,
I find them very
especially
necessary,
in
but
small
I think
hallways.
it was mostly fine. Mostly. It was mostly
Dock
fine.
wagon can't bring someone back from the dead. Just
No,
to make
and
that
we will
clear.
endure to not call them. But I do think that increase is enough for myself to at least cover the cost of my rocket launcher. So that
Okay.
sounds good to me.
Well, if you are ready to get started, I already have something I would like you to be doing.
Do tell.
I'll turn my comlink on so whatever the chummers outside are
Would you
doing.
like the rest of your friends, compatriots?
Well,
in fact? be-
I
probably
turn
do a
on
lot
my
of-
comm and I say, there's more talking, but this one's about a mission. Would
Okay.
you like to come in?
Yeah, I just didn't want to do the conversation arguing about money.
Let me just shut off the
no
disco
arguing.
ball and the lava lamp, and we can go back in.
Oh, because we were in the car.
Okay, they're in the.
So we come back.
Does your van have shag carpeting?
Oh. It's got lots of stuff.
Hey!
All right.
Give me the mission.
So,
Ready.
as you remember, previously we had you running additional security for Miss Josephine Dhugiuzvilli during one of her events that unfortunately didn't go as planned, although we didn't anticipate many of the things that you encountered. We, however, have given it some time to cool off and would like to investigate who it is that hired not only the troll killers, but ideally who bankrolled the entire attack. We suspect that the troll killers may have been hired separately from whoever hired Scarlet Fire. And
hate those
we would
guys.
like to see how deep this runs and where the source of the money is.
I think we would like that as well.
Miss Dhugiuzvilli is one of the main candidates that we are putting forward for the elections this fall, and we would like, as a representative who is not backed by a corporation or a polyclub of ill repute, we would like the elections to be open and fair, and there are many who would disagree with that.
So Scarlet Fire did not kidnap her, or they...
They did. We managed to extract her.
Oh.
With
And
a
is-
more adequate team. I'm
And is
sure.
Scarlet Fire still in play?
We do not believe that they will be a direct conflict to you here. They tend to be hired for wet work. And you're going in for investigation. So unless you do something very stupid and make yourself very well known, I doubt they would be someone you have to contend with right now.
So what's the game?
You would need to investigate the troll killers and find out who it is hired them. And ideally that information will lead you back to a source of who is bankrolling the operation. But starting with who hired the troll killers to attack the event would be the place to begin.
Will we have any cooperation with Dhugiuzvilli's office?
They are largely unaware of the Foundation's involvement. They know that we are financially a supporter of the campaign, but they don't really know that we're providing additional security and investigations, and we would like it to be kept that way.
So it would probably look like tipping your hand a little bit if people
Very
were
much
aware
so.
that the Foundation wanted her as a candidate.
Very much so. We'd like to keep the Dhugiuzvilli campaign as unaware of our machinations as possible, so they can seem impartial because they are. Any additional questions?
Are there any leads you've got for us to start off with? Or?
The troll killers.
All right.
All of that information you discovered on them previously.
And the Eagle Security, we established that they was working with... Well, no, they was working with Scarlet Fire.
Yeah.
Maybe no, the troll killers too. Some of them, anyway.
You didn't fully... Perhaps Eagle Security is another place of consideration, as I don't know how involved they are, but we do want to know for sure who hired the troll killers. That is a much more direct link. It may be possible that someone bribed Eagle Security or simply specific members within it to be unaware of the events. Unaware.
Sounds like we'll start with the troll killers.
Be careful. They are not exactly friendly to most of you.
We're aware of that.
If there's no other questions, then I shall look forward to hearing from you.
And this work is for the retainer,
Yes.
not a separate mission.
This is the first mission.
Pleasure doing business as always.
The two troll killers we took in, any word on them?
They are both, as far as I know, well, it's been about a month. I don't have specific information on whether or not they're still incarcerated or if they are where.
Yeah, we don't know any cops.
I know.
We know cops.
But that's certainly a route of investigation.
Great.
Use all your resources.
Will
Good night.
do.
Or good evening, whatever time of day it happens to be. She signs off, the screen goes blank, and you are once again chilling at the Rabbit.
Okay.
You want to call your cop buddy?
I can
I have a
totally
cop
do
buddy,
that.
You wanna go talk
A
to
quick
Liam?
recap of what happened before. If I recall, we were hired to protect Miss Dhugiuzvilli. We were told the troll killers were up to something, and it turns out they were, mostly to trying to blow up the whole place. We mostly stopped the troll killers. Scarlet Fire came in, got Miss
Yeah.
Dhugiuzvilli out. She's been rescued, but we still don't know who hired the troll killers in the first place. Right?
Excellent summary.
Yeah.
But we did come in contact with a couple of troll killers during our investigation.
Yes.
So we may still have some of their
Well,
information.
we know where their locations are because we literally just drove around in a van until we caught some hate on trolls. And we left two.
It's a very professional investigation
Yeah.
process.
And we left a couple that were unconscious in a closet.
They're probably
Those
not
are-
there anymore.
Yeah.
I incarcerated them after making them cut their tattoos off.
That's right.
Yep.
Was I there for that?
Yes, you were.
Oh yeah. I blocked it out.
Hope they don't make you cut your
So-
tattoos off.
Can you find out
So
maybe
cool.
if they're still incarcerated? We could go
Yeah.
talk to them, interrogate them.
Yeah, but they're not even if they did, from their appearance, I don't know if they're top dogs. So they might not know anything about it, right?
Oh.
So
But maybe they could tell us who.
is the top dog.
Okay.
Yeah, that will be what we do first. Or separately or together.
I'll go with.
Yeah.
I think I'd like to see my old friends, see if they're still thinking about killing trolls.
Okay. We will contact you immediately after we do that.
All right.
Yeah, you guys want to just hang out in the van together?
or apart. You don't have to be together.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll do some matrix searches. I mean, you guys think this is gonna be quick?
Hopefully.
30 minutes?
Is Pendleton on shift?
Did we clarify what shift he works, if it was day or night shift?
He is definitely like a detective.
Okay, day shift. Yeah, I mean, it's still daytime. He's probably still at work.
Okay. Gonna ping him. Boop, boop.
Bang.
Yeah, we're
Bang! What did you try and do earlier?
it's fine.
Did you try and have your RFID chip removed?
It's fine.
Bang! You realize that is an entire violation of your parole, and you would in fact be incarcerated if you did that.
I definitely turn off the comms so that they can't hear the conversation between me and Pendleton. And just like,
You would actually go back to jail if you did that.
but I didn't. And more importantly,
You've already violated your parole once, and I've stuck my neck out for you. What do you want?
I will get you a soy calf if we can see.
Because the soy calf is gonna fix this.
I'm working on it.
Bring me the soy calf and meet me at the station.
Okay, can I bring friends? They're good people. They look out for me. They're actually probably the most clean people I know.
These your running friends?
Yeah.
Fine.
He's so excited to meet you.
Oh!
Why is your face red? You look upset. You need your
What'd
belly
you do?
rubbed?
I
do
no,
to your
I don't. I'm
I wasn't
fine.
offering. I'm just asking.
Think now.
So we go to the station. It's nice and clean. We go through the front exit because we are
It
good.
also serves
reputable
as an
people.
entrance.
Yes, yeah. We
I
do
make
the-
my hair really sleek because
Yeah.
I wanted to look nice. for
So
the station.
Lance Pendleton taught me everything I know about being a cop.
Oh.
And he also made sure I didn't get murdered in prison
Do you like him?
as a mentor. Do I like him? No, he's
You don't like
old.
my- oh, okay.
He's probably right there behind me.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Fang,
Hey, Pendleton.
like, walks past you.
Yeah.
You're the one who taught Fang everything what she knows.
She's not a great student.
I'm Elsie Blackwood. This is Cromwell.
Pleasure to meet your acquaintance.
Right, come back to my office and I'll kind of take you through the whole thing.
Oh.
He's got like a small little room.
Yeah. He's got a private office. No windows. though.
Detective.
Yeah.
Where he does
Does
his
it have
detecting.
does it have blinds that cast like lines
Yes.
of light in and one of those
Smoking.
windows
Yeah. There's
with his
a,
name on
a
the
cigarette tray that's way too full.
Yeah. They walked into my room and I just.
Yeah. So, remember how I left you those two troll killers in with the Dhugiuzvilli case?
Yeah.
We want to know if they're still in incarceration because we need to get some information out of them for a run.
So let's be clear. You would like to interrogate people that are currently under my purview.
You could be there. You could integrate.
You are not cops. You are no longer a cop, Fang.
Yet. We're still working on that.
That's true. We're not. And I think actually we can accomplish something here that maybe you can't, which is why we're asking.
I wish to spend an edge on a dramatic monologue.
Please do.
Alright, look, Copper, it's a black and white world and this is a black and white team. Sometimes you gotta look the other way to get what you need in a city like this. City like this where anything goes and anything comes. You got to sometimes use your fists. You got to sometimes bend a rule or two, break a little bit, look the other way to get the truth out there and to make sure justice happens. So what say you? Are you gonna be a wage slave cop, or are you gonna be a white knight in a world of grays and blacks?
Roll your charisma plus your edge rating.
That is, I'm gonna use some chat dice. I'll use 6 chat dice because I need them. Oh, nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits.
All right, let me look where they are. And he kind of taps on his monitors and
I have a question for you.
pulls it up. Dhugiuzvilli, Colors. All right, you're in luck. They're both in lockup downstairs. They're waiting trial because it turns out no one really wants to represent troll killers.
Yeah. That's nice.
Question from the little Missy.
Would you consider a rocket launcher standard equipment?
Hell no.
I asked him that once when I was.
And I gave her the same response, but with another word in there.
So you're saying I have equipment that a regular cop does not?
What I'm saying is if I knew you had a rocket launcher, I would have to confiscate your rocket launcher because it is a forbidden thing for a civilian to possess.
Damn.
In fact, if you had pretty much any weaponry on you, I would have to confiscate it because civilians are not allowed them.
It's a good thing we don't.
Yeah.
The only
anything
weapon
that's
she has
forbidden.
is a pair of gams, but they're the kind of weapons that go right for your heart, detective.
I mean, if you had like restricted things in proper licensing, but rocket launchers don't fall into that category.
Okay, I'm just
Yeah,
curious.
just to be
I'm
clear,
just trying to.
There's no
please
license
do
to
not
love.
bring your friends with rocket launchers into the station, because I can just put you in lockup next to these troll killers.
Pendleton, is there security cameras
Yes, it's a police station.
on the troll killers?
Yes, it's a police station.
Are they going to stay on? Sorry, and I give them my sweetest smile and use 5 points of chat edge to be like, we used to work together. You know that I always mean well.
I think you're gonna need more than 5.
You could try saying no to a woman, detective.
And I got 0 hits.
Wow.
You have.
No, I
Chat
have
dice to the rescue.
Not
I'm
all
already
femmes
gonna
are
get in
very
trouble.
fatale.
if I take you down there. But if you give me some sort of justifying reason why maybe I could bring them up into the interrogation room, perhaps you have some sort of reason to talk to them, you might want to pretend, that you're their counsel. There's a lot of different things that you could do that I could bring one of them up at a time and give you, say, 5 minutes with each of them in the interrogation room, but I cannot turn the cameras off. So you better put on a good show.
Oh,
Well-
we could do that. I can't, but we can do that.
Yes.
I have an interest in representing them.
Oh, you
as
are
a public
legal
defender.
counsel. Do you have some sort of identification that I could pretend to enter into a system?
Yep.
She gonna call me?
Let me just.
I need a
Do
name.
you have a bathroom?
I do. It's down the hall to the left.
I'll be right back. I'm like putting on a pencil skirt, and I'm like, maid right.
What? Did you get a noted study hall?
Listen, I have to be a lawyer for the next hour.
Okay, just an hour though. Well, that's good. That's good. We wouldn't want that to take too long. It might stick. Can I forge some kind of digital credential for her?
Yeah.
Standard.
Yeah. Let's do
El-
hacking, probably.
Okay, hacking plus logic.
Yeah.
Elsie, did I hear correctly that you're going to be a lawyer?
Yeah.
Can't you just pretend to be a lawyer that actually exists?
I have a favor to ask.
5 hits.
Yeah? Mordecai?
Sharky has always wanted to be a lawyer. Can he go in as your assistant counsel?
All the detective asked for was a fake name, but life gets pretty complicated in the big city. Next thing you know, there's a shark involved.
Who are you talking to right now?
The window?
He's just like staring, looking through the blinds.
Still using the edge.
He also doesn't have a real cigar, he's just doing this.
Do you want a cigarette? So you're able to go into like a database. You look through you're looking for like district attorneys because those are the
And they're all kept in like very old-looking digital.
Oh yeah, no,
they
it's
look like metal file cabinets. Clearly, they've all watched film noir trids.
yeah. Oh yeah,
on
yeah.
repeat.
And it's also like very clearly kind of low budget. Like this is the district attorney. They have to represent these people. Like this case has been put off and put off and put off. But you managed to pull out a name. And you get like a photo of a lawyer that like has this case kind of on their desk, but has just been ignoring it. And so you get a name that you can like enter in, that he can put in.
Look, I promise he won't say anything or do anything. It's just always been a dream of his.
No, sorry.
Maybe later.
so-
Different job.
Named Caitlin Smith,
Okay.
district attorney for Seattle City Metroplex.
Okay.
Low level.
We're just in the
Like
office.
she's like
we're
actually
still
an
the-
attorney's
Great.
assistant.
I tell my smart wig. I'm like, lawyer. And I walk back in, looking a little bit more of the part, and I say to the detective, I believe you're expecting Caitlin Smith.
Oh, yes, the paralegal from the district attorney's office. I do have that name. Well done.
I
You're
work
my
for the
sister.
DA. It's a gig.
Are you here to meet with Michael and Jacob Ballin? They are brothers. It's very convenient because I only had to tell you one last name.
What's the last name again?
Ballin.
Oh, okay. Was that okay?
I think they changed it at some point.
Yeah,
It's spelled Bawlin.
Oh.
It's my accent.
Yes, I would like to speak with them as their potential attorney.
Well, I can bring them in and give you, about 5 to 10 minutes in the room with, would you like to see them individually or
I
together?
would.
All right.
Individually, I think.
It's probably smart for us not to be there, as
You are definitely, you will stay in my office, Fang, or you will leave the precinct. It's your choice.
I'll stay
But
here.
I'm mad at you still.
Okay.
That's the
You
kind of
couldn't tell.
arms you can
This
buy
was
in
a
a
terrible
factory.
soy calf.
Kind that fit on a man, but landed on
I
a
need
woman.
you to stop talking, sir.
He's a good guy. I like this one.
Right now, I am concerned for his mental stability.
I say over the comm, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna leave my comm open so you guys can hear all this, and if there's anything I forget to ask or whatever, let me know.
Sharky really doesn't like you right now.
It's okay.
So back in the van, like
That
we've been
hurts
sitting there
my feelings, Mordecai. I do have feelings, and that hurt them.
I'm just telling you,
He is-
was really excited to be your assistant lawyer.
Elsie,
And
he is pouting.
We've just been playing gin here in the van, and he just burnt up all of the cards with
He's
a lightning
water
bolt from his
spirit.
eyes.
Oh, okay.
So I'm assuming Pendleton leaves to go get the two people, or individually.
Does that count as one of Sharky's services, or?
The playing of the gin was
Sorry.
yeah.
All right.
Can I just mute Mordecai?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I do that.
So you get taken into the kind of one of the interrogation rooms, and so you'll go in and you'll speak with Michael first, and he's handcuffed to the table. He has this sultry.
This is Michael.
And this is Michael. Yeah. Michael Bolin.
Bolin.
And you can see still on his neck there's this circle that is healing of scar tissue. It looks kind of gross. Otherwise, he's scruffy, clearly hasn't been taking care of himself in the last month because he's been in prison. You my attorney?
If you want me to be your attorney, my name is Caitlin Smith. From the DA's office.
Why the hell haven't you come here before? I've been here for a month.
Unfortunately, we do have a due process that is a process.
Great.
I don't think he's appreciating you. I think we shouldn't have taken this case, Caitlin.
Are you in the room?
Yes. I clearly
I
came
won't
here.
say anything as long as that thing's in here.
Oh, the thing, eh?
The camera's on, the camera's on, the camera's on.
All gets down and all looks him real close in the face. All says, looks like you got a wound there on your arm. I guess I'll leave for now. But you better cooperate. And I
know
punch straight down in the chair right in front of his crotch
Do I know you?
in a trick shot.
That fucking troll. Who the fuck are you? Why is
Almost.
he with you?
Oh my god.
You're the one who cut this thing off of my neck. And you're coming in here, you have the gall to pretend to be my attorney?
Oh my god.
I'm not pretending to be anything.
Get the hell out of here. I'm not saying a word. You're clearly not representing me.
Sounds like this might be a job for Sharky, attorney at law.
Okay, so we lost Michael. That's fair.
I'm not done.
No, I'm not done. I just said I punched down by his crotch. I turned the electricity on my fist.
Okay. Continue. Let's just see how this goes in the police station.
Do this with words.
No. He did this.
do this
It's happening. So what do you do?
So the first thing I did is a trick shot. I just punched down right in front of his crotch. That's an intimidation roll. I get to make an attack
Yep.
and add the dice to my intimidation.
Yep.
So
They're on.
Are we
Fine.
seeing this in the office? Is it just on?
I'm giving you the video. so you
Basically,
don't
what
mind.
I assume is happening is that Piddleton is standing on the other side
Yeah.
of one of those glass mirrors, and he is watching this. And as soon as you are finished, we'll tell you what happened.
18 is the attack. Oh wait, -4. Sorry.
He doesn't really get to defend, so he's handcuffed to a chair.
14. So I get that additional pool to my intimidation check, which is normally 1.
Is there a sulk roll or a begging roll in the active skill list?
5 is my intimidation check.
Great. So you punched a metal chair with electric fists.
No, just my normal fist for now.
Oh, but you said they're crackled with electricity. Did
I
you
said-
change your mind about that?
I said first I do my trick attack, and I want to see the effect of it. Is he intimidated?
Just want to be clear, you did not use your thunder fist.
Not yet.
Great.
Not yet.
He is just gonna start cussing profusely. He's gonna yell like they're fraud, like they're not lawyers. He attacked me. Like what the hell's going on? Piddleton's gonna throw open the door. He's gonna look at you and he say, "You better get the fuck out of this station, or there will be a swarm of police on
Wait,
you.
where
All
they
of you
pointing?
have to go now. I put my neck on the line. I cannot help you again.
What for?
You punched a prisoner.
No, I didn't. I punched a chair.
You punched a prisoner. Get out of my precinct.
But to be clear, trick shot is not an attack. It's
Yes,
a
but you
physical threat. So,
physically
okay.
threatened a person under his purview. He is making you get out.
All right.
I put my neck on the line for you. I will get in trouble for this.
That's all you could do. Pendleton.
No,
I told you not to touch them. And if that wasn't
I
clear,
know. And
then
I
you shouldn't
unfortunately
have your
I
lackey
didn't
in
have
there.
control over my
I'm
comrades.
sorry, you have to leave.
I would like for you to allow me to stay to interrogate Jacob.
Negotiation.
I have like 3 friends in this world, and this is one of them.
It's okay, Sharky. We'll find something else for you to do.
6.
You leave. You stay. You get 5 minutes with Jacob.
Yep. I leave when you say it. I
You better
should
not come back.
Cromwell walks out. And he says Cromwell walks out the door. Past the detective, what didn't have the balls to make it in a world where black is black and white is white. And then when you hear Cromwell disappear down the hall, still narrating his own exit.
I have 2 people who believe I am innocent. And
All
that
right.
is one of them.
I
He's
shut
gonna,
off my comms.
He's gonna smack Michael. Shut the fuck up.
What? He can do it?
Yeah, he's an actual cop. You are supposed to be pretending to be an attorney's assistant, and you punch someone. Not cool.
We don't have words about this later.
And so he'll have some people take Michael away and be like, I'm gonna make sure he doesn't get a chance to talk to his brother before I bring his brother
I
in.
appreciate that.
So they very quickly exchange, and they come in like through different, like clearly this has happened before. There's a nice like bait and switch where they don't let the two prisoners speak to each other. Jacob looks much more, a little better kept, like he's actually tried to sort of be clean shaven while in prison. And he's gonna kind of be the less swearing of the two. That's a description of a person. You my attorney?
Only if you want me to be.
Okay, what does that mean?
My name is Caitlin Smith, and I'd like to represent you, if you'd let me. I mean, to be honest, it's kind of a tough case, and not a lot of lawyers want to take it.
Why do you want to take it?
Because I'm trying to make a name for myself.
Representing a couple of troll killers. So you think you're gonna do that? What sort of name are you looking to make?
The kind that lasts. I don't want anybody to accuse me of taking the easy cases, and I'm not interested in the easy cases.
Well, I mean, my brother's certainly not gonna be an easy one.
No. Reviewing your file, I mean, I'm going to be honest, like, the best way for me to take your case, the best way we could actually get you maybe less jail time or no jail time is if you implicate somebody else.
Figured that's where this was going. You want me to turn over someone's name for you, get someone else in hot water, and then you get me out of the fire.
I just need a bigger fish.
You realize that puts my neck on the line. I sell someone else out, and if they don't get incarcerated, I can be in deep shit. Even if they do, probably still screwed.
Somehow, I don't think people go into a gang called the Troll Killers because they want to live like a normal kind of quiet life.
Suppose that's a reasonable fact.
You've had a month in here. You've had enough time to figure out if you take this deal or not.
What do I get besides being free? Do I get any assurance, some protection?
Well, look at it this way. If I succeed, I get you out. We go after the bigger fish. I don't succeed, you're safe in prison.
Negotiation.
Just for good measure, I'm gonna add in two
Yeah.
chat dice.
Woo!
Yes. Feel the weight of my dice roll.
Oh.
Whew. I don't know what's wrong with my dice, but I'm going to re-roll. I'm rolling the dice. Ooh, dice curse continues.
Dice are against you.
Great. Ooh, there we go. There we go. That's the ticket. Great. 8. I actually think my threshold is.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Good social living.
Yeah, it is.
Can't argue with that.
I want you to tell me
Either
how it was
here
set
or
up.
I'm out. I can give you a name, and I can tell you where to find that name. Letta Robertson.
Letta?
Letta Robertson. She's one of the big shots in the Troll Killers, local area leader, and you'll find her at Wolf Bay Tavern. They probably have a meeting coming up. They do that once a month or so.
So she hired you and your brother.
We work for her. She's in charge of our branch of the Troll Killers.
Did she set something up with Eagle Security?
I don't know anything about Eagle Security. But I can tell you if there was any bribes, any extra things done, Letta would have been in charge of it. Whoever the payment went through would have gone through her.
Any... What does she look like if I'm looking to pick her out of a crowd?
He'll give you a description. She's like human, as everyone in the Troll Killers is. Relatively stocky, kind of frizzy black hair pulled back, tan complexion, brown eyes, kind of round features. Has like a mean mug, sort of like, but has seem not necessarily someone you would pick out instantly as being a troll killer, I guess. So he'll provide you with her general description. You'll find her at the tavern. She's probably running one of the meetings, and if she's not, she's there most days.
Thank you.
Be careful though. You go into that place, people there will not recognize you and generally won't like you because of that.
Got it. But your face, they'd know you if you walked in.
They also know I'm in prison.
Oh. Yeah, just a thought.
All of a sudden, Sharky materializes next to you. He's He's wearing a shark skin suit with a tie.
Lance is gonna like throw open door. What the hell is going on?
He has slicked back hair.
What is that doing here?
He
You realize that he will set off all magical security in the area, and like 2 spirits will materialize. Like he is an unauthorized magical presence.
I apologize. My compatriot was bringing me a file that I needed.
This is now out of my control, and like Sharky is now gonna start having like he's gonna get attacked by these 2 like beast spirits that will like explain.
I have 2 friends.
Sharky just says objection, and
Like an astrally projecting mage like shows up and starts trying to banish Sharky.
This is the 4th day of my life.
Sharky leaves his business card, which is just a business card with a picture of a shark on it, on the desk, and then vanishes back into the
I am like
the
out of my
entire
costume.
police station is like in disarray. Alarms are going. Lance is like screaming and like, get the fuck out of
Now,
my
meanwhile-
Wait. Oh.
Meanwhile, we're in the van, and it's like we have no cards,
Yeah.
right? Because they've been burned.
Yeah.
And we don't get to see what Shark is doing, so we're just there's just this we're sitting
Cromwell's,
there.
you see Cromwell standing outside the van like,
Not yet. You're having time. Because
okay.
I want to use some edge and dramatic monologue to.
I was about to do that.
Okay, 1 dramatic monologue and then 2 dramatic monologues.
Okay.
So many dramatic moments.
Look, I'm sorry this has been so hard on you, Mordecai. I tried. I know you probably don't even like elves. I know you didn't mean to slip that other time. And I really appreciate how you've just sort of put that behind us. And
I told you that I don't. It's not. It's the opposite of that. I think elves are fine.
When did you tell me that?
They're very. I told you back when I first said that thing. You know.
Mordecai,
At this point, the alarms start going, probably.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm trying to have a moment with you. I wanted to thank you for opening your minds and being willing to work with me, even though it turned out I was something you didn't expect.
You don't have to thank me. You never have to thank me. I think Sharky's causing trouble.
When does he not cause trouble?
Well, I feel bad. I mean, Elsie didn't want me to send him, but Sharky was looking at me with that hangdog expression of his.
And he did burn the cards.
He did burn the cards. I figured.
Mordecai, is there anything I can do to make you make things easier on you? I know you abstained on the vote. I'm just concerned that you're here out of duress.
Well, I don't.
I want us to, if we're going to be on retainer, I want us to be able to connect.
I just feel it's important that we maintain ourselves as a team.
Right.
And I don't want to do anything to interfere with that professional atmosphere.
Right, so that's why you're putting up with me. And I understand that.
I'm not putting up with you. I told
Is this
you.
over the comm? I don't know.
I told you.
Yeah, I did.
Look.
I think they said this is going on while we were in the.
Probably you're just extremely attractive, and that's fine. I don't, I'm not letting it interfere with my work or anything like that. Elves tend to be very attractive, and so that just makes sense. It's not a problem, okay? I don't want to make it into one.
But it's just because I'm an elf. That's yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Well, yeah, professional. Yeah, professional is. We are professionals.
As you say that, and back you see Cromwell ripping a fire hydrant angrily out of the ground and just like hurling it against a wall.
Elsie is like booking it out, and Fang, what are you?
Fang is like, one, she's gonna push. She gets one sentence from Pendleton, shoves her out the door because this is not the first time that she's been shoved out of his office. So I'm gonna use it to push the limit on my social roles because I feel like I'm gonna need more than just 3 to be able to talk to this guy.
To fix this relationship.
And she's
got 30 chat dice for this too.
Right.
So.
Pendleton, I know I make a lot of mistakes and I'm still lurking, but you know that I try everything because I care about people, and these people, I know they're really rough and they're really terrible at what they do, but they're really good at helping people. Like, Cromwell saved me multiple times, and you're still my mentor, and I still really care about you, and I owe you. I owe you really big, so please don't cut me out of our life. You're one of the few people I have left.
You don't have any social skills, so it doesn't matter which one you roll, right?
No,
Okay.
it's definitely not gonna be lying. This is all.
No.
This is all just
Performance.
Yeah, it's probably performance, like trying to get that out there.
like it's definitely just begging.
Etiquette.
Yeah,
Etiquette or performance, either.
Yeah. Let's make it etiquette.
Okay, how many chat dice did you just pick up?
15.
15. Okay.
This is very important. That I don't lose this person.
And if this fails, Sharky wants to plead her case.
Sharky should not be in a police station.
So
Okay, so you pushed your limit. You rolled 15 chat dice.
wait, let me actually count because this does not look like 15. I got 4. I got 4 hits.
4 hits!
It rolled. It was
See how mad he is at you.
It's like all the chat room's power to get you the 4 hits.
No.
He's gonna like continue pushing you out, and he's gonna kind of give you this look, and just let this blow over, and don't bring idiots here anymore. I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt and assume that the shark was not your fault.
Wait, there was a shark?
Push you out. What's your ratings with Piddleton? Like contact and
connection. Loyalty 3, connection 3.
okay. For now, drop your loyalty down to 2.
Oh no.
Oh, Mordecai, you should probably also have dropped your loyalty to Talia down by 1.
By what? Sorry.
By 1 as well.
By 1. I don't know that.
No, you don't know that, but
I
that
definitely
is the
know that.
actual thing that has happened.
I'm sad about that.
Yeah. There are consequences
I
to
am-
other people's actions,
Yes,
and
to other
on
people.
the note of those consequences, I would like to point out Cromwell has largely been responsible for all of that.
Yes.
On that note, we shall take a quick break, and we will return for more Shadowrun corporate sins. Thank you so far for all of your donations, for watching us. You've been great. I can't wait to see where this goes. Never goes where I think.
But we did it!
Okay, so I just sit here and talk to you, and this thing is recording everything I say? Right, okay. So, my name is Mordecai, and I'm a magician. Licensed magician. Perfectly legal. Registered metahuman dwarf magician. Okay. So your viewers want to know about the astral world. Well, I guess if I were to describe it, I'd say, okay, if you've ever gone swimming in a radioactive lake and you open your eyes underwater, all of the fish and plant life are glowing a bright green, but everything else is dark and blurry and out of focus, and well, that's kind of what it's like to see the astral world. Well, I mean, you're not really seeing it, well, not with your eyes anyway, but it's like seeing, kind of. When I perceive the astral world, the regular world starts to fade into the background, and I can make out the auras of living things, as well as less tangible stuff like emotions, health and sickness, and magic. Well, now magic, that stuff shows up on the astral plane. We see most auras are just like reflections or shadows cast from the real world and kind of have a dull glow to them. But magic, it actually exists on the astral plane and is bright and rigid and gleaming like polished quartz. All things magical, from spells to foci, have astral forms that are pretty hard to miss. When it comes to mundane people and electronics, I'm pretty good at hiding myself with magic, but make no mistake, once I've cast spells on myself or activated my foci, well, then the jig is up to anyone who's astrally perceiving in my direction. Now, it's not something most people can do, so I'm pretty good at slipping by unnoticed most places, but it's a risk I take whenever I do infiltration jobs. The astral world also has stuff on it that doesn't normally exist in the regular world, which can mean a few things. Well, but usually we're talking about spirits. Nobody actually knows where the spirits come from, and if they tell you they do, they're definitely lying. Of course, most people never even notice spirits, because spirits are in the astral world, and they tend to like staying there, and well, things that are strictly in the meat world don't affect things that are strictly in the astral world, and vice versa. A spirit could be passing through you right now on the astral plane, and well, all you would feel is a tingling in your spine or maybe a brief chill run through you, and well, odds are you wouldn't even notice it if you weren't paying attention for it. But the moment a magical meat creature like yours truly starts perceiving the astral world, well, I become what's called dual-natured, which means I can now both hurt and be hurt by things in the astral world, so yeah, it can be dangerous. Well, and spirits likewise can materialize in order to do damage in the real world, but when they do, they too become vulnerable to things in our world, so they don't tend to do it, well, unless they've been magically conjured and ordered to. Now, if I'm feeling particularly adventurous, I can push all the way through and project my mind into astral space and leave my physical body behind. Now, this isn't something just anyone can do. I mean, other metahumans can perceive the astral world if they're awakened and have the right abilities, but only full-fledged magicians like myself can astrally project. My body goes unconscious when I project, but my mind can move anywhere and just about as fast as I can think of where I want to go. I won't lie, it's pretty sweet. Except there's not an awful lot I can actually do while I'm there other than, well, you know, sniff around at other people's auras and maybe take a blurry look at the physical world. It's like I said, stuff in the astral plane doesn't get to affect stuff in the regular world and vice versa. Well, I mean, I can sort of manifest myself like a ghost if I concentrate hard enough, just so that people can see me and hear me, but that's about it. None of my spells work on stuff that isn't at least partially in the astral plane with me. It's dangerous to be projecting on the astral plane too, because, well, I could get trapped away from my body. Well, I mean, it's not like being confined to my particular body is all that exciting, but it's the only one I've got, and I'm scared to think of what would happen if I couldn't find it again. And anyway, I've probably said too much at this point, but those are the basics of the astral world. If you've got a job for me, let my fixer know. I am very affordable and results are guaranteed. Am I done here?
Hey, welcome back everybody! This is Shadowrun Corporate Sins, and we are Hyper RPG, a hyperactive, interactive, community-driven Twitch channel built by you, and I am not Lauren, your GM. I am Rai, the giveaway guy. That's right, Lauren. I am not you.
And that's how we change personality or personhood.
Afraid not. So we are giving away, we've got Valiant comics, which if you haven't gotten into them, this is a great way to start. We've got Battletech books, we've got Shadowrun books, and then we've got the Shadowrun Alphaware Runner's Toolkit, so you can get started and do your own runs with your friends. So we gave away all this to Arvon Ellerin, and then we'll hopefully be doing another giveaway tonight if things continue to go well, or if you guys are in a lot of danger and need help, who knows?
It's going great.
Evil cackling over there. So that bodes well. I'm sure it'll all work out. And we are 4 subs away from another Steam Key giveaway. Woo! So this is a great time to get in on it and hopefully win a Steam Key if you're lucky. We'll see. Also, guys, what else we got going on tonight? Yes, the Necropolis Co-op Death Jam is happening on the 9th. So stay tuned for that. That's going to have all these amazing streamers coming here. 20 streamers, man versus game. Seriously, Clara. Tasachka. How many of your names did you get wrong? You were pretty good, actually.
Good.
We got a ton of people coming out for that. So also, hang with us Saturday. It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be special. It's gonna be a ton of fun. And I will give the seat back to Lauren, your GM, and you guys can resume whatever it is you do to them. Torture them, I think, is what happens in this game.
No, I'm super nice.
Lately, we're bringing it on ourselves.
Yeah, they legitimately made this so much harder for themselves than I ever could have. Like in my notebook, this part isn't even a full page. That tells you something. Cause full page is coming up next. So, speaking of, we haven't even got to the end of this page.
Yep. Instead, they just ruined it.
Speaking of. So, welcome back. For those of you who don't know, we are Shadowrun Corporate Sins. My name is Lauren. I am your GM, and we are the pink mohawkiest of pink mohawks currently.
Yep.
Just bright pink going on right now. So for those of you who are tuning in, we are currently joining MMFEC as they currently undertake a run that they've been hired for by the Draco Foundation to investigate the troll killers and who hired them. The troll killers being a gang who dislike trolls and other metahumans that are not humans in the Seattle area. And they attacked an individual politician called Josephine Dhugiuzvilli, who was hosting a fundraiser about a month ago. And so the Draco Foundation has hired MMFEC to find out who hired the troll killers to do such an attack, because they wouldn't necessarily have a direct reason to attack her themselves. And they would like to know, how deep does this plot go? So they have a name. MMFEC has found the name of Letta Robertson, one of the head sort of leaders within the troll killers in the Seattle area, and the location where she can be found at the Wolf Bay Bar, or Wolf Bay Tavern. I don't remember which one I said. Wolf Bay Tavern. Wolf Bay Tavern. Gonna fix that in my notes. And so they have also completely destroyed damaged Fang's relationship with her mentor Lance Piddleton by being lawyers that threaten to beat up people and sending in spirits into a police station. All great plans by some measure of the word great. So we now find them in the aftermath in Van Helsharky or whatever other van they decided to take to the precinct to discuss their next move.
You did what? Oh, don't all go at once.
Do we have to talk about this?
We do have to talk about
I think we
this.
just need to move beyond it.
No.
No, post-mortem,
I have two friends. One of them is Lance.
Who's the other?
You don't need to know about that.
Do you like him?
But what you do need to focus on right now is I invited you both to meet the person who has made me who I am today. And instead of being reasonable human beings, sorry, you're right, one of you is a reasonable human being, the other one was not a reasonable troll.
That's right, I'm not a human being.
You are not a reasonable troll either.
Well, I'm
No.
not reasonable when it comes to troll killers.
I will have a discussion with you after I categorize my feelings. Because currently, I am very upset and I do not want to punch you in the face.
So you feel like a member of the team let you down?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
funny, because I had this feeling the last mission we ran, when you refused to actually help us when we were under fire from drones, and instead decided that you were a pacifist in that moment. So,
This
I'm
is not
saying it is the same thing.
This is not the same thing and you absolutely know it. One of them is hurting a person who might not have deserved it, and the other one is betraying the trust of someone whom I respect wholeheartedly. We need to have a discussion about this when we are not in a van and we are not on a mission. Don't look at me like that. Because I will start punching people and I'm trying really hard not to.
Oh, so what you mean is when you get riled up, you have trouble being rational.
Oh, no.
Because you get hooked by it. The thing is, yes, Cromwell did not do maybe the best course of action, but I think we've all had those moments where we maybe don't do the thing that we should have done. So if you're gonna put blame on somebody, start looking at yourself as well.
Noted.
Fine.
I think she's right. I made a mistake. All right, Fang, look, I'm sorry. But you're worth 10 of that guy. That guy's nothing.
Don't.
That guy's nothing compared to you. He didn't have what it takes. He protected a troll killer.
Cromwell, you are not helping here.
I'm not trying to help. I'm trying to speak the truth. Look, them people are troll killers. They kill trolls. That's literally their name. Sure, I misunderstood it the first time. That's literally what they do is kill trolls. And he's got them locked up real safe like. You think these trolls are safe? You think they put a troll in a little police station like that? They put him in high security. So, yes, I lost it. It was a mistake. I apologize, but at least you're out there doing something about it. And he's sitting there in the office, and you're getting down on yourself because you're not up to him. I'll say you're worth 10 times it. And that's all I've got to say about that.
Look, I wasn't there to see, but Sharky thinks he smoothed things over pretty well in there, so...
Yeah, that's the other.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, I agree. Let's not talk about it right now.
Let's talk about it immediately after the mission. We can talk about it then.
I have some feelings I'd like to categorize by putting him in the face of a troll killer.
I would like to punch you in the face. I'm trying not to.
Well, let's learn from what just happened and maybe not put the troll in front of the troll killers.
I agree. It's better just to remove the trigger. So we have a name. We know where she's going to be. So
And we're not all gonna show up at that
No.
place at once.
No.
I mean, honestly, we have to send in people that can pass for human.
Yeah. And we need somebody who can retrieve digital files. I don't know who that is, but I am not going in with an entire entourage here. We need to be more professional, and we need to not make this some sort of kumbaya Wizard of Oz shit.
You're saying a troll can't be on this mission?
I am saying we don't all need to do everything together, and I would like to just get the data and go.
What we're saying is we're not going to send you into a room with a bunch of troll killers who hate trolls.
This is feeling like a really good time for us all to have joined as a group and go on retainer. Sorry, that wasn't constructive.
No, it wasn't.
Fine. It was needed to be
We
said.
all process our emotions in different ways.
Mainframe, you feel like you could pull some digital information?
Well, I
Maybe enough of
certainly
the
try. I mean, I don't know what she's got. I don't know how good it is. I don't know how protected she is. And we'll probably need some kind of distraction at some point. But yeah, I mean, you and I can go in tag team.
Hear that? Distraction? Huh?
Oh yes. I will take out all my anger as distraction.
You like distracting?
I do.
Great. So we
Want to rub her belly too?
Do not touch my belly.
now.
This is not a time for belly rubs. Specific time and place for them, and this is not it.
I got 12 hits on an
Alright.
extended matrix search test to find anything else I need to. Is there anything that might help me going in that I can find on the matrix?
Is there anything in particular you would look for?
Particularly preparing for how to stage ourselves to best fit in. Perhaps the identity of one or two people that we might.
You said that it wouldn't be likely they would warm up to us if they didn't recognize us.
What about information about troll killers from other organizations that not through Meta, like visiting troll killers?
Troll killers are relatively Seattle-specific gang. They like have connections with other metahuman hate groups, but they don't necessarily they don't extend beyond the Seattle area.
So I have a new toy mainframe. I have a synth skin face mask, and I've got a couple of them. So if you can program them, we can both go in wearing troll killer faces.
Can I find faces that I can program?
Just go to the troll.
Someone can find.
Go to the troll killer webpage.
Yeah, do
and
they
just-
have like employee
Like
photos?
staff profiles.
No, that's generally not a thing that they have. But you
We
did
could.
encounter in the past some troll killers. I think you only encountered them digitally though.
We could knock out a couple outside the bar and you could steal their faces.
I would love to punch someone in the face.
Great.
That
Great.
is definitely an option.
Make sure they're somewhat close to our physical sizes if you can. Try to avoid the 7-foot troll killers. I
Great.
don't think will be very convincing.
All right, so you guys head over to the Laurelhurst area. It's Wolf Bay is kind of what it is referred to.
Should we buy a biometric scanner?
I think she's gonna just.
I don't know.
Your choice. Do you have a biometric scanner?
No, we do not.
How
Right.
hard is it to find one?
Not too hard. They're pretty common on security. They use them for security doors and things like that. They're-
Okay, let's go to
If you guys want to be able to
Is
find
this a
one.
biometric reader? Because I have one of those.
It's
specifically scanner?
yes, biometric reader. Our scanner's a facial scanner.
let's go to like Horizon and Company.
You're able to find one. I presume it's probably rating 3, pretty
We'll look
standard.
up, pay for it.
We'll figure out how much that costs later.
You're good.
It's a thing happening. Am I? What's happening?
Not from.
Okay. All right, that was a distraction. Live products. Yeah, you're able to acquire a face scanner. We'll figure out how much that costs later on. We'll say it's rating 3. So you guys head over to the Laurelhurst area. It's kind of the northeast portion of the city, like middle east, I guess, central east. You guys know where that is. And you get the maps off and you find the Wolf Bay Tavern. It's in like a relatively residential sort of area. It's kind of probably the local bar. You definitely get the feeling like that the neighborhood is very gentrified in the sense that there are not a lot of metahumans other than humans around. So like those of you, particularly orcs and trolls, would definitely stand out in this area. It's fairly affluent, kind of middle upper class. So those of you wearing robes that have never been washed would also probably stand out. Unless you've done laundry recently.
I have not done laundry.
How much do you smell? Like, can I just get a point of reference? Are you wet dog, or are you like wet
Body
garbage?
odor.
Well,
Like,
I always thought he smelled like seaweed.
I mean, I swim in the river and
it's polluted.
not where I swim. You don't know where I go.
Yeah, you're right.
Please.
So we're
I have my own idea. of
So,
hygiene.
what time of day would you guys choose to go there? Like, kind of what's your plan and what you're looking for?
early evening, so
Yeah,
we can
like dusk, maybe like.
So we're going to take out a couple of them, get them in the van. You
Yeah.
guys are gonna make a mask and infiltrate.
Did
And
you
we
all
need-
want to come in Van Helshark, or I mean, you're all
I'm gonna
welcome
say
to.
Van Helshark's gonna stand out in that neighborhood.
Yeah, no, we're taking Dinah. It's fine.
But that is
Alright.
your car, right?
It's van, but yes, it is. You're
that's
familiar
fine with
with
me.
it. You signed your name in it at one point, I believe.
Yes, I
Maybe
did.
next time, Mordecai.
And remember, once we take possession of these two individuals, we do need to keep them incapacitated until espionage sort of stuff is done, because we don't want any of that time travel nonsense where there's two of one person in the same
That's
room.
fair.
Time travel, not
Wait. No.
Hang
I'm
in,
gonna
I
let it
will
go.
look after them in the van because we're such good friends.
Okay, so you guys make your way. You're kind of driving the van slowly down the street.
I drive at a reasonable speed. I am not more
Go slower, I can't see.
It's not
Casual.
creepy.
She's driving
Um,
casual.
Those of you who are looking for potential marks, go ahead and give me a perception test. You can give me an extended test. We'll say you do this over about
Whoa!
5-10 minutes. So
Yeah.
you can roll.
How many times?
Roll 4 times each time you're taking off a die. Okay. And give me the total.
Ah. Aww. This is the best I've ever rolled on perception.
That's your
Wait.
extended test?
There we go.
Okay.
I got
Jeez.
12.
All right.
I got 15.
So Mainframe and Mordecai are able to pick out two. So like Fang is like, that one. There's a person there. I think that guy's a troll killer. And you just like Cromwell and Fang keep arguing over who they think is a troll killer. And they're like, no, that's not a troll killer. And like, yeah, it's totally a troll killer. And Elsie is like maybe. And Mainframe and Mordecai are both like, they see like two female troll killers. They are like clearly walking together. We'll say they're holding hands. Why not?
Oh yeah, because they're not against gay marriage, they're just against trolls.
Metahumans, yeah. Different types of conservatives. Different types of bigots. So they're holding hands, and you guys managed to spot like one of them. You see like the symbol, like it's tattooed like kind of on the inside of their wrist, and the other one seems to like have it as like a badge on their jacket. They seem like close enough to your builds, within kind of a few inches in height. They've got hair, and like the skin
Sign of
tone
a
might be a
troll
little bit off. So you may want to like wear, for a couple of them, may want to wear gloves and stuff. And so you see them, they're kind of walking on the street. The tavern's maybe like a block away. There are a few other people out right now. So it's definitely, and you see like definitely there's a mingle of people hanging out in front of the tavern. But they are, they have like a street that they have to cross and an alleyway that they would go in front of before they get to the tavern.
If there's an alleyway, I got a plan. I'm just hang out in the alleyway and be an orc there and be like,
You need the van nearby, or else
Oh, yeah.
abducting
Okay,
them is
okay.
not-
What is this?
I'm an orc. Look at me, I'm individual and helpless.
Oh, so you want to distract them?
Yes, the
Okay.
distraction.
I'm pretty confident in my ability to incapacitate one of them quickly if there was a distraction so no one else was watching. Could someone else take out another?
I could easily take out the other.
Okay, so I need to be a distraction that isn't a distraction to if we're going with this plan, that isn't a distraction to the entire neighborhood. Because I doubt we could take that many down. But
Well, how confident are you in your ability to focus and channel your distraction abilities onto just those two?
I mean, if I'm deep in the alleyway, sure. I will keep my yelling voice down to a minimum.
Well,
What are you feeling like?
Well, I'm feeling like I'm gonna drive Dinah to the other end of this alley, so that you can proceed through the alley and bring the marks to the van. So whoever wants to participate in the marking should get out of the van.
Can we not get out in front?
Yeah,
of-
it can be a walk
Okay,
away. It's
great.
just, whatever.
I
Yeah.
did not set up the street as wide enough. That's okay.
Okay.
So we're drawing them into the alley.
Yeah, and then we're gonna beat him up there.
Once we're in the alley, Cromwell will jump out hiding in the chameleon suit and climb up the wall.
All right. So you guys maybe kind of head down like a side street on the van.
Yeah.
This is the alleyway. They're probably about here, walking down the block. They're at the end of it. Maybe another 50 meters or so away is the tavern.
Okay.
I have confidence in your ability to do this
Okay.
distraction job, Fang. And I cast increase charisma on her as I touch her. And her charisma goes up by 4.
Okay, so Elsie and Mainframe, you guys are gonna stay in the van.
Yeah.
Mordecai, where are you gonna be?
Can you
I-
enhance one of my physical abilities? Agility? Or
I can increase your agility if you'd like.
that would be fantastic.
His agility goes up by 4. I'm thinking to myself, I should get in the game, and so I channel my a spell into my remaining focus as well to increase my agility. And it just feels really, really good to I'm feeling both my power focus and my my earring stud that's channeling this spell in it, and it the mana that's flowing through both of them is great.
Right.
My agility has gone up as well.
Something on your back move?
Maybe.
Sharks and bears.
Okay. So how I'm gonna.
Okay,
super
so where is
espionage
Mordecai?
him.
Sorry, I need to know
No,
where.
no, please.
So
Just
I
gotten out of the van.
So I'm where's Fang?
I don't know either yet.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm gonna camp out with Cromwell.
Okay, so on top of the building, because Cromwell climbed the wall.
I'm hanging on the wall
Oh,
with a
well.
bow and arrow.
My intent is just to hide behind Fang because I'm small, so I can do that.
Great. So my plan was when I get out of the van, I put up I have a hooded jacket that covers my sleeves, my metal arms, and my ears, and it's one of those big jackets with the it's like a bomber jacket almost with one of those hoods things you put on your head. So I go out there and I go to the alley in front, I guess, of Mordecai. No, yeah. And I stand a little bit more proper and I know how to work my hips now. And what's gonna happen is
That's what happens when you have 4 more charisma.
I mean, obviously.
Work the hips.
Well, also probably my face, there's less scars on it.
That is not how increased charisma works.
Okay.
Charisma is an internal attribute.
Well, okay, I'm confident in my ability to say human things.
So given
Claudia
what
has a
went
lot
down,
of charisma.
Yes.
given what went down earlier, I pull out from under this driver's seat the drone box, which is wrapped in copper, and I unwrap it, and I set the drone up and send it out of the van to just sort of watch what's going on.
Okay.
Okay. And when they walk by, I'm just gonna take off my hood. Be like, oh, I'm so lost here by myself, and I just came from a culinary school because I have no weapon skills. So I hope nothing bad happens to me.
All right, so I need two things first. I need Cromwell and Mordecai's conceal, or like they're sneaking, whatever it is they're doing to hide themselves so they are not seen.
But I do sound
And
scared.
then Fang, I need your performance.
Yeah, I'm going to add some chat dice.
Okay.
Because while I have like a base performance now,
I'll add some chat dice too.
and I'm trying to talk loud enough so that
I'm adding 4 chat dice.
Great. How many are you adding? Fang.
You know what? We're gonna make a solid 7, so I have 10 dice to roll. So my goal, just to
Okay.
reiterate,
What are your 2 conceals?
7.
7 and 6. Okay.
Perfect.
And Fang, what is your?
My goal is to look scared and quiet, or take downable.
Look quiet.
I look like quiet enough that the
Quiet.
people, they don't like, hey, let's all just have like a troll, like an arc lynching.
We'll say you do it right when they're about here.
Oh, good. Barely not a glitch, which is really nice.
Barely not a glitch. How many did you get?
5.
Oh, 5. Okay, so I am going to roll
Okay. What was
several things.
Okay.
I need to figure out all of the things that I want them to roll. So you're like waving up in the air and
I'm
trying to
looking
look
scared.
as helpless
I
as you
am.
can for someone who has giant metal arms.
No, they're covered in sleeves.
It doesn't make them less
They're
giant.
poofy looking.
They're very large arms. So I'm gonna roll first
That's
their
how orcs look.
social just to see whether or not they believe in what Fang is doing, and then I'm gonna add 5 chat dice.
You shouldn't do that.
I definitely should.
Can
What I
I?
didn't do, guys?
What?
I didn't bring any of the pink dice over.
Oh, I will help bring you some.
That would be great.
Can I be like judging intentions?
Don't murder me.
Okay.
Can I be judging
That's the next
intentions
one.
on them as an
1, 2,
extended,
3,
like, as a
4.
continuous test, so I can,
Okay. On the
so I can try to act if I feel like they're going to do anything other than approach Fang.
Murder me?
Okay. All right. Okay. So they kind of like look like they'll pause here, and they'll be like, one of them will kind of step forward, and she'll be like, "Can I help you?" And then I'm also gonna roll a couple other things that I'm gonna add some chat dice for, but I'm not gonna really let you guys know
Okay.
what I'm doing there.
Do you want me to continue looking?
Yeah. No. Keep giving me your performances.
Well, like, I'm new to this area and I have no family, so no one would miss me, and I don't know where I am, and I just donated blood, so I'm really tired. So I'm hoping this is close to where I live, but I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah. Give me another performance.
Can I add more chat?
Like that. In fairness, what you didn't say is what you wanted from them.
Oh no. Oh, do you want me to?
That's what they asked. They're like, "How
Oh.
can I help
Can
you?"
you guys look like trustworthy people. Can you help me find like a location, like a bus stop? I'm looking
Okay,
for.
give me your performance.
Okay. I'm gonna add 5 chat dice.
5 chat dice.
This is really hard. Oh boy. Okay. 4. Subterfuge is difficult.
And they're gonna just kind of like, the other one's gonna, one of them like looks almost like they might want to help you, like, yeah, and the other one's gonna be like, and just like sneer and be like, sorry, we can't help you, and then they're gonna keep walking.
Is right as that gives up, like as they start to turn,
I would. Well, do you want?
I microtransmit and I just say, everyone avert your eyes. And I hurl a flashbang across the street.
Oh, yeah.
Here's my full plan. I'm gonna throw the flashbang across the street to try to distract anyone else who's looking. And then I wanna shoot the one that's my mark with my narco jet arrow.
Okay. Great. So let's resolve the flashbang.
And very careful not to throw the flashbang near any bystanders.
And I guess it doesn't matter what I do if that flashbang is going on.
So here's sidewalk. We'll assume that there was like.
I can't believe I wasn't alluring enough as a victim. Like, what?
Yeah, well, what you didn't ask them to do is, can you come into this creepy alleyway with me to show me? You're like, can you point me into like a place outside of this alleyway?
I'm pretty sure Fang is a fantastic victim. They didn't even give her a chance. Like,
okay, so we'll assume it looks something like this. And where are you kind of gonna aim for? Like this direction or this direction? Like towards the tavern or away from the tavern?
Or
just directly across the street?
Are there people across the street at all?
Yeah, sure. We'll say there's people wandering. It's the middle of the dusk.
Just a distraction. How tall is the building across the street?
4 stories.
I just throw it on top of the building.
Okay.
I don't thermographic vision. I don't see any heat signatures of people up there. Yep, I throw it on like at the top floor of the building just to hit the wall and have it explode there.
Okay, so we'll see. How many stories up are you? That's a good question. You are 3 stories up, so you need to throw it up another 10 feet, and then it's got to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, oh, sorry, not 10 feet. The 3 meters and 8 meters. So you gotta get it like 15 meters somewhere in there for looking at a diagonal.
Yep.
And we're Pythagorasing this.
That should not be a problem.
Probably
Throwing
not.
weapons, thanks to the spell Mordecai gave me, is much better than normal.
So we'll say you want to aim it right here.
9 hits.
Okay, it lands. It is a flashbang, right? So loud noise.
Flash, loud noise.
Conveniently, it is high enough off the ground that no one has to try and resist it. Okay, so there is a loud noise. I mean, how surprised is everyone else? Oh, you let them know, right?
Yeah, you let us
Right.
know. I have 5 minutes later.
They're like, and then they're going to move faster.
Before they can move, I want to cast influence on one of them.
Okay, what we're gonna do is roll initiative now.
Okay. Oh, we're doing initiative. Charisma doesn't affect initiative, right?
No.
But
Also, I didn't announce it before, but now that we're rolling initiative, we have another point of edge for everybody.
Oh.
As well as the fact that there will be a Pokemon rap on Trivia Hops tomorrow night. I am incredibly excited about that.
I mean, I know with poker rap, I just know.
Can you give us a little sample
No,
right now?
well, I don't know that well. I mean,
Give us a sample, Claudia.
Pidgeot, Montreal, blah, 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 da, 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 Snorlax! Gotta catch 'em all, gotta catch 'em all.
no, bro.
Yeah! Pidgeotto, that's all, folks!
That way.
All right, more Cromwell.
29.
Oh no, I already rolled. Crap.
Elsie.
I'm in the van.
Okay.
So you just don't want initiative.
No, I'm in the van. Yeah, I'm in the
Fang.
van.
29. I remembered what I rolled.
Mordecai.
30.
Actually, you know what? I'll
Mainframe.
14.
change my
I
mind.
assume I can use the drone and AR.
You can hear us. Yeah, I can hear you guys.
could drive
I
a
would
van.
be. I'd be aware of it.
Yeah.
I'm just figuring that out. 16 for Elsie.
All right. Mordecai.
All right. Well, so much for subterfuge. If I think people are distracted out there, I'm just gonna run up to the nearest one, and I'm gonna smack her with my punch spell, hopefully catching her off guard. So 7, and this is I'm gonna do force 10. So and I got 7 hits. And am I able to surprise her or?
Not entirely because of the explosion that went off. They were like instantly put on guard when that happened, and they weren't surprised by the explosion. So they're kind of going to be looking in your direction and see the dwarf run up and try and smack her. So she'll get to defend.
Okay, so
she'll take a penalty.
7 hits. That's my attack roll.
Your net hits are 3.
All right. So she's going to take 13 stun damage, armor piercing -10.
Pretty sure that's enough to take her out. Yes, it is.
Slappy slappy.
What we will see now, though, something else. And I'm also not going to tell you, but I'm rolling some dice.
Oh, I don't like that part.
I really like rolling dice when I'm not telling them what it is that I'm doing. Okay. Cromwell.
People seem to be, are people, I
Would you
assume,
like
just
to give me
turning
a perception check?
to look? Yes, I would. 2 hits.
People are all looking in this direction now that, you threw an explosion down this side of the street.
Okay.
There's probably about 5 troll killers that were hanging outside the tavern.
Yeah.
Oh.
I just wish to drop onto my mark and try to drag her into the alley.
Okay,
Hand over her.
You
mouth.
will to drop
do that?
behind them. It's gonna be too to drop behind and drag, because you literally have to jump off the building as an action, and then land, and then attack.
Okay, if I can't do that in one round, I shoot her with the arrow I have trained on her.
Yes.
Narco jet arrow. I'm going to definitely use my chat room dice for that, because I really wanted to take her out in one round so that Fang can grab her.
Yeah. As long as you make that clear.
Yes, he will.
Which mark was whose?
I got the nearer one.
Okay.
Plus, so that is it's 11 physical damage and 15 stun with the narco jet.
First I get to dodge it, so how many hits did you get?
Sorry, that was the that's the 15 roll.
15. Okay. You rolled 15 on that roll?
1, 2, yeah, because I use chat room dice. I use specifically 1,
your
2, 3,
physical
4,
limit?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good point. My physical limit is 12. So
Okay.
12 dice. Thank you.
There we go.
You rolled 11 chat room dice. Oh, you roll a lot of dice. Okay,
Yes.
that makes more sense. So you have no chat room dice. Good. Okay.
I have 1 left.
I have 11 on my screen.
Yeah, but you used
I
only 10.
used
You
10.
used 10. I thought you said 11. Okay. All right. Yeah, your net hits are like 8, so you're good. So
drops?
how much damage is it? It's
Um,
narco jet, right? So, well, it does the damage first, and that's physical damage.
Yes.
So how much physical damage does this person take?
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 damage.
Any armor piercing?
I don't think so with the narco jet arrow.
Okay. Oh.
Whew, this is scary. I like how this is the
Oh, -3.
So how many physical damage was it again? 14, right?
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
They're dead.
Fine.
They're dead.
So the
Arrow
narco jet,
and lands in their neck.
Right.
It's like deep.
it rips through
Wait.
their neck and keeps going.
Wait,
And I see this.
And-
I see this from the drone. I assume that.
And
Damn it, Cromwell!
And always say, grab her, Fang.
great. I don't know she's dead. Can't even see. It's Fang's turn, isn't it?
It's Fang's turn.
Great. I'm going to run out and grab her.
Can you grab both?
I can pick up someone easily. Fighting someone and picking them up is hard. Is there a
They're
difference?
both down.
Oh, they're both down?
Down.
One
Yeah.
is very dead.
Don't know that yet.
One more down than the other.
Yeah.
My lifting and carrying skills 15. Can I use that to see if I can pick both up?
To pick both up?
Yes.
It would be to pick up an object is probably too complex. It's a complex action.
Okay, well then I will pick up
Like
one.
pick up one of them and then
Okay,
carry them.
Great. He told me to grab his, so I'll just pick up his.
Is there a back to this alley?
Yeah, the alley's probably
Like maybe you want to like pull the van
Yeah,
around.
that's
where I
yeah.
want the van to go.
50 meters long.
Do you want me to drive, Mainframe? We're fine.
So you gotta go
Okay.
around the block and there. So it's probably gonna take you. What's the movement speed? You probably can move 50.
Movement speed.
30.
I don't. It's handling.
It's probably 40 meters. So you probably will take. It might be twice that. Like 2 combat turns to get there. We'll say to get the other end of the alleyway.
Okay.
Plan's going well.
I rolled a 6 to be able to pick up that body and move back with it. So
So you this one or the dead one?
the one that he told me to pick
I
up.
assume we don't actually yet know she's dead.
Yeah.
I
couldn't-
Some people probably have a pretty good idea of
probably
how the
know.
arrow
What's the
pierces
purpose?
her jugular.
I saw it like
wait.
tear through.
So I just said everyone's looking at the explosion, right?
People are
I'm not.
looking down the
Arcane's
street.
eyes are closed, or else they are blind,
No, I'm
unless
watching
they've
through,
had time to go.
I'm watching through a drone. So
It doesn't. I'm just gonna do the thing. I'm just gonna pick up the thing, whether it's breathing or not.
The flashbang doesn't have a big enough radius to affect those
Okay.
people. It's 10 meters.
Got it. Okay.
So no one had to resist anything
Okay.
for the flashbang. To be
Got it.
clear.
fine.
All right.
And I saw it on my drone.
Everything's great.
So
Plan's going exactly as
Fang
planned.
manages to do that. You're gonna pick up purple or green?
Green.
Green. Great. You notice green is bleeding on you. And you run into the alleyway and you get.
Oh,
I don't go that
on your
far.
nice sleeves.
It's okay. This is a junkie jacket. This is
Alright.
not my jumpsuit because I have the thing.
Chunky jacket.
It is an aviator jacket. It is probably
So you hear from the other end of the street, we're under attack. And someone starts, people start pointing specifically towards the unconscious figure that is slumped on the ground. Some of them seem to have been distracted by the explosion, but they all had turned and looked this direction because of the explosion. And so there was just a lot of scanning the area from the 5 individuals who are front. So they're gonna start running closer towards you, and they're gonna fan out. And right now the only person they can see is Mordecai.
We're watching on Mainframe's drone. Do any of them look like our target?
No.
Lena?
guys, we're really not adequate today.
So
Your shot. That was pretty.
I think it was a good plan.
It was a
just
great
a lot
plan.
more has happened in 3 seconds than that.
the amount of stuff that can happen in 3 seconds is incredibly impressive in this game. All right, so all 4 of them are gonna shoot at Mordecai.
Jesus Christ.
You're the only one that they can see.
On their
They don't even know what I'm doing
They
there.
see a person who's not human bent over one of their human companions. This is Frankenstein.
She doesn't need your help.
This is Frankenstein.
Yeah, so there's so many reasons I could give you, but Claudia gave a very succinct one. All right, so the first round goes to.
I'm gonna just presume I'm gonna go full
That
defense.
seems like a good plan for you.
Mostly adequate. In fact,
Okay. All right.
mostly adequate. Sorry.
Mostly.
Sorry, it was mostly adequate.
All right,
Team
the
fact.
first one is gonna shoot at you.
I'm also. Yeah, I'm also. Well, okay, no, we'll let this resolve. And I'll, or we're doing.
Roll your defense. We're gonna.
Am I doing one defense roll for all of them, or rolling all of them separately? Okay. So first defense roll is 7.
Okay, you succeed in defending.
Nice.
Second one.
Also 7.
Okay, you're good on that one. I'm gonna just start adding chat dice.
Yeah, I was waiting for that.
Some of them have nicer pistols.
Yeah. This one has a super fancy pistol.
I like.
Wait, they have permits?
I dodged.
Like you have a permit?
Oh no. Okay.
I dodged pretty well those
don't?
first 2, But I can feel my luck running out, so I'm going to use a point of chat room edge to push the limit on this next dodge roll.
Okay.
So I add my edge rating to the roll, and I can re-roll 6s. Two, 6. I'm going to add some chat room dice.
How many?
I'm going to add, let's do 8 chat room dice.
Do it. What, 8?
Yeah. I know. I'm gonna roll one more. Not that it helped. Total is 8. Did not roll great.
So you need to resist 9 physical damage, armor piercing -1.
Great. Just great. So. I'm gonna use another point of chat room edge to reroll the misses on that. 4. Okay, and so I'm getting incredibly lucky, and even as the bullets hit me, they sort of glance off of me, and I manage to not take damage.
Great, one more, defend.
What?
Yeah, there's 4.
There's 4 of them.
God damn it!
I'm gonna add some more chat room dice.
Yeah.
I'm only gonna put in 3, because it's been getting a little easier for them to shoot at him.
I'm gonna use my remaining 4 dice.
I had so many dice, they fell out of my...
Great. No hits from that.
Thanks, chat, though. Like,
Thank
really.
you, chat.
Seriously.
I got 8 hits.
Dodge.
Even as the
More
bullets,
chat dice.
even as that some of them appear to hit me, I sort of contort around and appear unscathed at the end of that, and I'm just kind of like.
They're gonna just start
There we-
yelling like "Trogs" at you. Elsie. No, sorry, Mordecai.
Trog.
All right. I say
Neither of you started driving, so the first combat turn of the 2 combat turns that it'll
Sure,
take
take
to
it.
get there hasn't happened. And then you're off the map for a little.
I mean, not really. Casual.
Super cash driving. Super cash. All right.
Mainframe probably wants to do some hack, so.
Yeah.
Or
Okay.
things.
Can I still see any of their icons?
It's a little bit harder. Like you don't see them through the drone. Like you have to.
No, right through the matrix, not the drone.
Through the matrix. Yes. It will say that for your distance, there's probably 2 noise right now.
And can I tell whether they have any weapons I can deal with?
At least one of them has a smart blink gun.
Great. I would like to. I'm in the car, so I'm going to drop to. I'm gonna drop to hot sim and reroll my initiative.
Great.
For those. 5, 8. 23. And can I do anything else this turn?
I don't think so. No. Yeah, no, I think that's all you can do. I'll switch. All right. That puts us at the top. Cromwell.
I thought I had.
No, you dropped 10, remember?
Oh yeah, you're right. Never mind.
I can hear Mordecai being shot at. The body's still out in the alley, though.
There's one in the alleyway and there's one on the street. Technically on the sidewalk. They weren't jaywalking.
I say, stick to the plan. I'll try to lead him off. And I'm 3, how many meters in the air am I?
You're 3 stories up, so you're 9-10 meters.
Alright. Okay. I should be able to run down the surface around and just get to those first two, the red and orange mobs by the wall. I wish to charge them, split my dice, and try to knock the two of them over.
And run down a wall?
Um,
I'm gonna say you can't charge them. You can run down the wall, but running down the wall is not gonna count as part of your charge motion.
okay, then can I run down the wall and grab the body? Or is running down the wall going to be my action and I can't do anything else?
You could run down the wall and grab the body, but I'm not gonna let you run and because like you can't charge down
Okay.
the wall. You can.
Then I want
Exit
to
a
run
wall.
up the wall. On how tall is this building? Like 4
You're,
stories?
you're on the. Wait, where were you? I assumed you were on the roof.
I just said a couple stories up, but we
a
said 3
three-story
stories.
building.
So okay, so I'm at the top.
I assumed you were on the roof. Yeah.
Can I run a? Yeah.
You can run down the wall and pick up the
Okay,
body.
then I want to run across the ceiling, across the roof to where they are. And shout at them threateningly,
Okay.
and then duck behind, like take some cover.
Okay. All right. So for your threatening shouting, please give me your intimidate roll.
All right. It is a critical. I only get 1 dice, and it is a 1.
You rolled a critical glitch. Okay. I think maybe that means you take the opposite of cover. Like you are so mad that they are troll killers, you forget how to take cover, and you're like standing there like sand people like ah with your cane, just like yelling at them, and you have not taken cover.
This is going to go well for me.
And you have made your presence much more obvious.
Okay.
So they know that you're there. Okay, Fang.
They're unconscious in my perception. If I throw them. What?
You want to like?
I am technically following the plans, so I will run. I will use my action to roll extra fast so I can get back and help my friends who I just hear are making loud noises and getting shot at.
Wait, so what are you trying to do right now?
I'm just sprinting with my, I'm just sprinting with the person who I'm carrying to get the other side of the alley to drop them
Okay.
off to run back.
Great. Okay, so how
I got
far do you?
1 hit, so that means I add how many meters to my walk?
Well, what's your speed?
My speed
How
is
far do you go?
12 meters or 24 meters. Like,
So 24 running.
Okay.
Okay, so you get 24, and then I think you add another 1 to that. So you
Right.
run 25 meters,
so worth my complex action.
which gets you about halfway down the alleyway.
Great.
You are out of movement.
But now I'm out of movement.
Yep.
Right? Okay. So that means next turn I'm gonna do.
And you're running, so you're taking a -2 penalty to everything.
That's okay.
Okay. And mainframe.
Right. So how many smart links do I see? How many devices?
This is the one that you see that is smart linked.
Okay, just the one? Mm-hmm. And how many comm links do I see?
4.
Great. I want to attack Red's comlink and Black's smart link with
Okay.
fork. So attack both of those with data spike. It's changed. That many, which is well.
I'm just gonna straight up add 5 chat dice before I even roll.
That's wise.
Sorry.
And I am going to use
Take 5 of these beautiful babies.
I'm going to use a chat from Edge because I see this looks bad for Mordecai. I don't like that. So I double down and reroll all my misses, which is 6 hits.
Your net hits are 1.
Great. They need to defend against 9 matrix damage.
I'm gonna add more chat dice. I'm gonna take 4 of these out of my little glass beaker. 4. 4 more chat dice, thank you. You said 9?
9 each.
Okay. I mean, it's not great. It's not great, but they still work.
Okay.
They still work. All right. Well, now 2 of them can see Cromwell, so 2 of them are gonna fire at him. Let's go ahead and roll 1 defense.
5.
So you need to resist 9 physical damage, armor piercing -1, which I'm sure that's fine for you.
-1.
And then just because I hate the troll, I'm gonna add 4 more dice.
Are you feeling the troll killer?
I am. I'm.
So I resisted that.
Yeah.
You're adding this as more damage, or?
No, this is for the second attack
Okay.
roll.
Bigotry feels good, doesn't it?
It does. I'm adding 6 chat dice because they are angry at whatever is happening outside of their favorite local haunt. It's actually genuinely hard to pick up all of these dice.
My defense roll is 3.
Good.
No, not good.
Not for me.
You have to resist 13 physical damage, armor piercing -1.
13. I'm gonna use my 1 chat room dice I have left. This is gonna be the one that saves
Good work, chat. Those ones rolled well.
Holy crap. Okay. Yeah, 13 -1.
Just armor piercing -1, yeah.
Armor piercing -1. So my chat room dice makes up for that.
Cromwell, let's make good choices.
I resist how much?
It's 13 you have to resist.
Cromwell definitely takes a bullet, like through the neck. You see it like, kind of sever some muscle. It seems to just miss the artery, but you see splatters of blood fly up in the night sky.
We don't get to see that, sadly, but
Well, the drone might have seen it.
A splatter of blood manages to make it as like 10 meters and like flects onto the drone. No!
And he screams out and he spits blood back at them as he goes berserk.
Of course.
And the other 2 are gonna fire at Mordecai.
Great.
Still full defense.
Yeah. 5 hits.
I don't even need to add chat dice for that one.
So much
You have
fun.
to resist 10 physical damage, armor piercing -1.
10 physical damage. Armor piercing -1.
I still love you, chat. You guys have done me well tonight. I don't know if you guys know how many dice I had going into the break. We know, but I was hoping you would get into some
I
trouble.
get a couple bullets manage to whinge me, and I take 2 damage. And let's just see. And my eyes turn red as it happens. And I just shout, "Bullies
The second one is gonna fire.
are all bullies!"
I'm gonna add 2 chat
Now
dice
we
for
know what
that.
happened in Ottawa.
Actually, let's make it 3. Let's add 3
Don't.
chat dice.
Our plan was so
Look
good.
how pretty these are. I'm gonna roll them. And they rolled okay. They rolled okay.
9.
How did you go from 3 to 9?
It's dice. I don't even noticeably dodge. I just shift slightly out of the way of the bullets.
All right. Speaking of Mordecai, it's your turn.
I am so angry. I am going to recklessly cast Force 1 Levitate on myself.
Reckless.
This is through my focus. And I'm going to cast Force 6 Trid Phantasm.
Okay.
I'm going to make my body appear to grow taller and darker, like the light just sort of fades away from around me. And I split up into multiple versions of myself.
Oh, shit.
What is your how many hits?
So it's 5 hits. And this is resisted by intuition plus logic. But I also need to resist casting the spell, and that's going to be hard to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I actually take 2 points of stun damage from the mana surging through me.
Okay.
And I would like to spend a point of my remaining point of chat room edge to monologue at them as I intimidate them, and I say, I am no Trog. I am the spirit of darkness itself, here to wreak my vengeance against you. I am the night. I am the end of all ends. I am the Alpha and Omega, and I am coming for you today. And I just continue to float up over them, as well as all of like the illusions of myself
Okay.
that do that.
Okay.
I think it's safe to say we all woke up on the wrong side of
edge
the
rating
bed.
and charisma.
Is it okay?
It's your edge rating and your
Yeah.
charisma. Just let me know what that is.
5 hits.
Okay.
Oh, and do I get to reroll 6s on that? Since it
No. That was just me wanting to
Got
know the impact of your dramatic monologue. And I will pocket that number. And Elsie!
Okay, so we got a body brought back to us, yes?
You're not there yet.
I am
you
running.
Are,
The car
is halfway to you
Is the car
being
there
halfway
yet?
there.
No. Okay.
So the car is halfway there to
I
the
am not
meet,
halfway.
and she is halfway to the meeting location. So you are here.
So, because I've been watching on the drone, is this the dead body she's bringing us?
Yep.
Yep.
I don't know. No one knows that she's dead yet, except for maybe Cromwell.
We know.
I
We
saw
watched on the
saw
drone.
her drop
Wait,
on the drone.
she
footage.
actually.
She's bleeding.
Yes,
Pretty
that's
profusely
all
on
I
you.
know.
Out of the neck.
Oh god.
Okay.
Oh god.
So I say to mainframe, I'm gonna improvise. I think I'm gonna go run in as a victim.
You're the only one driving the car. I'm not Sim. You said you'd drive.
You're also relatively far away at this point.
Stick to the plan.
You're driving.
Oh, yes.
You're
No
out
way
we could possibly stick to this plan.
This is the one
Plan's
that's
going
right.
great.
Please drive the car so we can recover some semblance of value from this shit show.
There is no way
Pause.
we can stick with
All
this
you-
plan.
That's what happens when you send the orc in for the charisma.
I've had a charisma
All you have
bonus.
to do is
Oh, that's
tell them
gone,
you
by
go
the way.
away.
You're berserked.
Oh,
You
right.
are also
Yeah,
berserked.
you're right now.
You guys are following the plan.
Okay.
That charisma boost is gone, by the way. I
Oh,
dropped it a while ago.
Because like you're driving and you're if I'm thinking about it, it's probably 40-80, which means if you're driving, you can't really go top speed around the city, so you're probably going like 40 meters of combat
I
turn.
thought we were just pulling around the block to pull into the
Yeah.
Yeah, but you gotta go around
It's
a
only
whole,
been a
like,
second.
a block.
yes.
It's been like a second. You are 40 meters down the block and you've got like another 40 to go, and then you're at the alleyway and she's
Great.
gotta make it the 40.
I will delay until after Fang's turn.
Open the door.
Great. That puts it at Cromwell.
Do I know that these guys are troll? I knew those two are troll killers, but I don't actually know if these people are or not.
I mean, they were hanging outside of the bar. That's all you know.
Right, so he's not gonna use lethal force on anyone he doesn't know is a troll killer. He's still berserk.
Yeah, I'd say if
really-
you weren't berserk, you could. I'd say rationally, like a rational Cromwell would be able to know that they're not. There's a chance they're not troll killers, but I think in a berserk state, Cromwell may just think that they're all troll killers.
I think-
they yelled Trog.
I think the Great Bear is protective even when berserk, maybe
Okay.
of himself. Unfortunately for Cromwell, he can't do stun damage from afar, so his next best bet is to, how many meters in the air is he?
9.
9. His best bet is to leap on top of one of them.
All right. I will let you roll that as a charge.
Yes.
And also make you resist the So let's.
So I
let's-
can use
okay.
my free fall skill
Yeah,
to
so
attempt
first-
to land on them and deal
Yeah.
unarmed, but
So first, I'll have you do your free fall to see whether or not you just like land properly, and if you take any damage from the falling.
fortunately, Mordecai's spell helps him Somewhat.
Oh, because can you keep? Is this all?
He has a
I mean, we
magical
take the
thing.
hits away from the 9 for the falling. So
And I get 3 for free.
yeah.
So I just I had to roll against 6, and I rolled 6 hits.
Okay. So you don't take any damage from the fall. So now go ahead and roll your unarmed attack to hit them.
Right, which is now I'm charging +2, but my defense is -2 because I'm charging. 8 hits.
I don't even think. Yeah, your net hits are 5.
Net hits are 5. That is currently going to be 5 plus 16 stun damage.
He's dead, isn't he?
Not dead, he's
It's done.
unconscious.
Well, stun goes into.
It overflows. but,
Yeah.
Like, he
But it won't overflow that much.
he goes unconscious. You take him out. He is knocked out.
How many bones do you bring? Great. I can't move anymore. Can I roll a first aid check to see if this person I'm holding is alive?
Yep.
Great. I get a -2 penalty. I hit 0 hits. 0 hits and 0 glitches.
They could be alive. They could be dead. They're Schrodinger's cat of people.
That was literally my turn.
Great. So
Mainframe.
I'm gonna do the same thing I did last time, but with more dice. So great.
She
that
might be
spike in
alive.
those things.
Open the doors.
And I'm going to use. I am done with all this stuff. I'm using 8 chat dice to boost this force attack. 1, 2. Okay, that's a lot of things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I maxed out at 8 hits.
Okay.
And my free action before that, I swap in a hammer for baby monitor because I don't give a shit about baby monitor right now.
So you managed to succeed in hitting the first one. Your hits are like 7 on that one. But for the second one, I'm gonna add some chat dice.
Fair.
See if I can. You have 8. So see if I can make this not happen. And you do not hit the second one.
All right. Well, the first one has to defend against 17 matrix damage.
Yeah, they bricked their You bricked their comm link.
Wanted to break the gun, but we'll take the
I
comm
know.
link.
That's why I added those dice so that I didn't have to worry about that. And that puts it at their turn for the shooty. So the one that is near Cromwell is going to see that he's there and he's gonna quick draw his knife and try and stab you. Let's see if he can pull it off. He does.
Do I have enough initiative to block, or are we? Because we're at the end of a turn.
We're at the end. No, you only have 9 left.
Okay.
You could spend 5 if you want to add a parry.
Just try to defend.
Okay. So he's gonna attack you. And
My defense roll is 3.
you need to resist 9 physical damage. Or piercing -1. And
His knife stabs into Cromwell's suit, but the blade turns.
It's just literally just
my knife. The other 2, they all seem kind of freaked out, but he got distracted from your large trid phantasm of this thing that is evil and demonic. So he got freaked out by this troll that landed on his friend, so he was distracted. But the other 2 are kind of both somewhere between cowering, terrified, and going to make some reckless decisions. So one of them is they have a fucking mage, and is gonna pull out a grenade.
Oh!
Lob it at this mass of swirling darkness.
So can I seize initiative? Is there anything I can do to stop this,
No.
digitally? No, there's nothing.
No.
Kind of grenade.
How
I'm
much edge do you have?
Tear gas kind.
Enough. I've got 3.
You don't have any initiative to spend. You only got 3. What would you like to try and do?
Disable the grenade's ability to explode.
And as far as you,
Or detonate it immediately on that guy, depending on where he is.
That might be nice.
it is not wireless.
Oh.
What? What, are we in the basements? What, are we in the tunnels?
Look at that guy. He has non-wireless grenades too.
Don't
They
they-
are incredibly reckless to use.
Wait, don't they just blow up where they hit?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's bad.
Yeah. Really reckless. It is, as far as you can tell, not a high explosive grenade. So.
I'm berserk. I don't care.
But he's making some reckless decisions, so he's gonna throw it at the swirling mass of darkness. He might kill his friend. Terrible decision.
Everyone's dead.
Because I don't want it to come back to me, I'm gonna add 5 chat dice because he has a really poor unarmed skill. Like, his throwing weapons are not great. I don't really know. I might have added more. We're adding some chat dice. We're gonna roll.
Grapefruit.
No. Yeah.
No. Grapefruit.
Because dandelion is just, I'm feeling comfortable.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like a low explosive grenade. It's like a flechette grenade.
Did he? What?
Roll enough hits. So
Pull the scatter charge.
we're gonna pull out the scatter chart. God, I haven't used this for myself before.
Yeah.
To be clear, like,
All right.
I didn't make the
Scatter
other.
direction.
I didn't make
You
the
roll
other.
2d6 for scatter. So.
I didn't make the other images of me solid anyway, so the odds of it
Would've,
actually
like,
hitting
would've
me.
hit.
Well, I mean, I could still be affected by it.
So
but
it's gonna scatter back towards them,
Okay.
and it's 1d6 minus hits, and so it's gonna scatter. So it lands here. Okay, and it's like a low explosive grenade, so I'd be making stats up, but that's okay. So we're gonna say 10,
Whatever.
8, 6. So you're here. I don't know. You have to resist 6.
6 physical
Still
or
6 physical.
Full defense, right?
it doesn't
You both
matter.
have to
It's-
resist 2.
I can't dodge it.
Yeah, you just roll resist.
How much do you have?
I shrug off the blast.
Okay.
My illusion is
the one
intact.
who threw it shrugs it off, and the other. Why do I get those rolls now?
Because.
Is Cromwell in the blast?
Yeah. 8, 6, 4. He also has to resist 2.
Resist 2.
Can Cromwell resist too?
And then the other one is going to just like fire. He's gonna put his gun onto full auto and try and fire at you. So you're gonna take a -3 penalty to your defense.
Question: do the multiple versions
No,
of me?
-5. He's just kind of blindly firing in the direction that he thought you were. I mean, you're not really hiding yourself with the trigger.
No.
So he's firing
He did
at
not
you.
choose one. He chose all.
So you actually take. Can I do that? Yes, I can. Yeah. So take a -5 to your defense.
All right.
I'm gonna burn 6 rounds on that because he's
looking
scared, and I'm gonna add another 5 chat dice. Just gonna burn through these chat dice.
I think I should use edge to roll my misses on
I like
that.
pouring them out.
Do you have it?
He has real
I have my own edge.
Oh.
Well, that did very little for me. In fact, all of those were misses. Really? I'm gonna use my edge to just re-roll
Jesus
all
Christ.
of this. That was just appalling. I want to hit the dwarf. I don't know. I want to hit all of them.
What a bigot.
What about the orc?
I am.
Nothing.
That's much better.
You know, we are actually.
5 hits.
You need to resist 9 physical damage, armor piercing, -1.
I resist all but one of them.
Okay. And that puts us at
And-
the top of initiative. Everyone reroll. Take these guys out, guys. As I say, as I keep hitting you.
Ooh. Ooh, that was the lowest
Oh my god.
ever. Okay.
All right. Cromwell.
31.
Oh, that was nice.
Elsie.
15.
Bang.
20.
Mordecai.
27.
Mainframe.
23.
All right, Cromwell, you're up.
The guy who shot me the first time, is it the guy I knocked to the ground or the guy who's still standing?
The guy who shot you the first time, I think, is the guy who's still standing.
All right, then I have no choice but to punish him for his transgressions. Boy, I've got movement left. Actually, this is what Cromwell does. He steps forward 2 meters and splits his dice, executing Bartitsu move.
Okay.
Where he uses his cane to push himself up in the air and kicks out with both feet and kicks them both in the face. So he has to split his dice to do that. So.
Wait, are you trying to hit both? Oh, you're trying to hit. I thought you were trying to hit.
I'm gonna have some chat dice for that one.
Thank you, Chad.
I'm gonna use an edge to re-roll the hits, the misses.
Yeah.
Let's see, that lets me re-roll the, yeah. That gets me 5 and 6.
Your net hits are actually still ironically the same because I, which is 3.
3. Each of them take
With chat dice, I didn't do well.
apparently 15 stun damage each.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Did you hit either of them before?
No.
No. Okay. He's just barely standing.
Oh, nice.
I knocked him over. Another one. And he is unconscious.
Guys, we're gonna just.
Mordecai.
It's the guy who shot me with the automatic weapon. I float right over to him, and like my demonic face has just grown even longer and like has pointy ears, and
I'm pretty confident you're not using Trid Phantasm the way it's supposed to work because I don't think it can move, but I'll let you roll with it.
It's a fully like animated. I can puppet like basically whatever I want with
Okay.
it.
Sure.
And I say to him, "Who hired the troll killers? Swear to me!"
Okay, now the plan's in progress.
Are you rolling
Not
an
really
intimidate for
invisible
that? Like, is that
evidence.
your action, or are you gonna do something?
Yeah, no, I'm intimidating him.
Roll an intimidate. Add the force of your Trid to your intimidate roll.
I like this.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Add 3 chat dice to mine, in the hopes that maybe he won't just pee his pants. It's kind of a toss-up whether or not that happens. All right. I mean, he doesn't say anything. 'Cause it's not his turn. Thing. Oh, mainframe first. Sorry.
Well, that guy is unconscious now. The gun. Do I see it still? Is it still there?
Yeah. I mean, the gun's
Is there
still
anything
there.
else around? I don't see. I don't see Letta at all. Her icon's not present in it.
No, not within a close enough vicinity for you to catch it.
Well, as long as I'm here, I'm going to attack that. And who's conscious? Who's still conscious and has a comm link?
Pink and brown.
But-
Pink's comm link is bricked. Brown's is not.
Brown. Great. So brown's comm link, black's gun. 7 hit. Oh no, that's 8 hits.
Your net hits are 5.
Great. They have to defend against 15 matrix damage.
You brick it.
I just they're both bricked.
Well, you only attack.
I was forking
this-
both.
There's only one for you to attack, unless you wanted to get the.
I wanted the
unconscious
comm
one.
link for the one guy and the gun for the black gun. That was
Yeah, you bricked the gun for sure. It was already damaged.
And
yes.
That
Bang! You have movement again.
How far away is the car?
The car will, at the end of this combat turn, be 20 meters away from
Great,
you.
I will-
Or like where you can end up.
Great. I don't need. So I can keep running.
Yep.
I can use my entire movement.
Yep.
Don't have to sprint.
Yep.
I can use this chance to re-see if she's dead.
Yep.
Because I'm not really sure. And it seems like important to choose decisions. Way better, too.
She's dead.
Oh my god, she. Guys,
You
abort
like
the plan!
actually look and you realize that like there's just like flesh hanging off of her neck and like clearly like a severed artery and like blood dripping down here over her troll killer.
But you
tattoo.
couldn't tell that before.
No, I was using my health check because like there's a chance to save
He was
people.
running through a dark alley, holding
Yeah.
a body.
So I make it and I'm like, I just like drop her because it doesn't matter. Abort, guys. It's dead.
Excellent. Oh, this should
I guess
be-
I shouldn't drop her because I'm gonna put him in
That's
your
okay.
car. She is dead.
He. I guess you moved.
Still want
you
it in the
moved
van?
closer.
Yes.
He's just gonna like kind of scream and recklessly now attempt to stab at you, but he's like fumbling to get his blade out. So let's see if he actually manages. You know what?
Chat room. Is he quick drawing?
Yeah, I'm gonna add 2 and hope that he can successfully quick draw despite the fact that he's terrified. And he doesn't, and that's really disappointing for me.
Who sent them?
So that's all he does. He's like, who are you talking about?
Terrorizing citizens on the street.
This kid's like 18-year-old. Like, I'm gonna try to be a troll killer. That's what my roots tell me. And
Elsie.
Drive. So we still don't have the body. I'm still driving.
Great. So you
Because I only have to maintain the car.
What?
Right.
Yeah, one of your actions.
Previously.
but that was
No,
not.
that was a previous combat turn. So you've got to
Okay.
use at least this turn or next turn, otherwise the car will go out of control.
I'll do it next turn.
Can you open the door?
This turn, I will say to Cromwell, I will say over the intercom, I'll say, Cromwell, we can still do this. We can still go through with getting what we need from these people. You can do this. I know you can.
Cromwell's just coming out of his berserk. He's like, right, mission's still on.
Mission's still on. Just focus. Get it together. You're okay. Except you're bleeding. I know that, but it's fixable.
Okay.
Mostly
roll
fine.
Leadership.
Whoa. Almost, yeah. Feel pretty good about it. You
Okay.
know.
How many hits?
5.
Okay, so you can add 5 dice to your next roll of your choice. All right, and that puts it at one of them who has his knife out conveniently and is gonna try and stab at you again because you're there and terrifying. And then the other one is no, we're at Elsie. Sorry, we went all the way down. I dropped the order. Cromwell, it's your turn again. Whew, I got confused.
Are any of these people, any of them seem to be ladies? Perception check is
Why does
2 hits. It's dark and I'm in a fight. And I don't know, they're all ganged
Why
up.
does it
Then-
matter that they're ladies?
Then
Because
maybe women.
Oh, Letta. We're looking for Letta.
no, because impersonation.
We've only got one body.
You're right. I'm so sorry.
Well, the other body is there.
Are people
It's
in the
not going
tavern
anywhere.
like aware of what's
Conveniently, it's only been about 6 seconds, so depending
Yeah.
on how quickly you can clean up your mess, we'll find out how well they find out.
You guys pretend they got away.
Yeah, we'll say this one is a lady.
You pointed to 2.
And the brown one is the one that is brown is a lady.
Yes.
That you think. You're not really sure.
All right. The one laying at the ground is still conscious.
As far as you know, both orange and black are still alive.
But orange is unconscious.
Yes, orange and black are unconscious. Pink and brown are not.
Oh,
Pink.
can you switch pink with another color? Because I cannot tell the difference.
So the one right beside me, who I just knocked down last time, I just kick with stun damage again. to try to knock that one out.
Yeah.
That's a dude. So, knock the dude out. Don't need him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits.
Your net hits are 4.
That hits are 4. That is currently 17 stun damage.
They're unconscious.
Okay, and then I step toward the person beside Mordecai.
Okay. Mordecai.
I'm still furious, and this isn't getting me anywhere. So I just
You're not asking very good questions.
I just say to him, "You're," or her, I suppose. "You're useless. Mend your ways." And then I smack her with my punch spell.
Great. I get a regular dodge, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
But-
add my last chat dice. You've drained my pool.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
That's
I can use my last
impressive.
two as well.
Wow. Nice.
7 hits.
Your net hits are 3.
All right. And it's 13 stun damage, armor piercing -10.
Forgetting that part. I hate magic. They're unconscious. Congratulations. So, we shall drop out of combat initiative, and we shall also leave us there till next week with 5 unconscious bodies in the middle of the road outside of the Troll Killer Tavern.
We came for 2 and we got 5.
The Wolf Bay Tavern. And
like
one
Wolf
dead
Bay.
body in an alleyway.
Oh, we can chat.
And yeah, so we will resume there next week to find out how they resolve this situation and how many other troll killers try and murder them. And do they get the name of the person that hired the troll killers? These are all such good questions that you will get the answer for in 7 days. But in the meantime, you should stay right here because we have the metagame that is coming up, and there will be more dice to be rolled and corporate shenanigans to be had while we find out what behind-the-scene things have been going on that may directly impact the lives of our dear runners. It's pretty great.
Hi, chat.
Need
Hi,
more
chat.
loot. It's perfect. They're so bad, they are good.
They are so bad they are good. That's how I feel about them, too.
Thanks, White Rabbit.
Cromwell.
What are they
Who's the real troll, White Rabbit? Cromwell or you?
TPK. TP
Cromwell.
Cromwell. Excuse me.
That one he's not gonna live down.
Okay. This was
Oh my
there
God.
was a lot of emotions on this episode.
It was.
And I don't think I think there's gonna be way more emotions next episode.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Nope.
there's definitely
Stuff mainframe is not pleased.
Where's Rachel? Where's she?
You're useless. Mend your ways. Which I don't know if the mend your ways is to
know that
fix
they
her,
might-
like how good she is at things, or to stop being a troll.
You know that
killer.
they probably have been hired by more than one person.
Yeah.
Like, who hired the troll killers is not.
I don't think we could have predicted they would have all had guns and grenades ready.
Yeah. I also this wasn't like a carefully thought out strategy on Mordecai's part. This was pretty impulsive.
No, I had a charisma.
It was impulsive. No, I
Did you get my
didn't
dice?
realize.
I did. I'm sorry. I thought
alright.
they
You
were.
guys were great. You guys were great. I had so much fun on
I
my
was
end.
berserk.
Chat was so nice to me.
Yes. I'm
They
aware.
gave me a lot of dice.
I did the math.
Hi.
Chat room.
I
chat
missed
room.
you.
Hi, Canada. True North, strong and free.
Arislan says MFEC needs to meet the
Ooh,
Vanquish
Legion.
squad. If they fought.
All right, let's find out if the corporations did better than MMFEC tonight.
Oh, the cross chatter. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hi. This is Zach. Can you scowl like Zach? You have to look angry.
Less eyebrows.
Close.
More emotion.
That was Malika, actually.
Overlord is not dead. He's just
Okay.
busy.
Yeah.
Hi, guys. This is the now is the time on the sprockets when we dance. Alright, no, now's when we do the dice rolling and stuff. And we find out what happened in the corporate metagame with all the dice and the stuff and the action points. And holy crap, look at how much. I can't show you guys this. See? Up there it is.
Wow.
All of the stuff is happening.
So many stuffs and things.
Yay,
There-
stuff.
There isn't really much on here that I can't show, except like a couple pluses and minuses and stuff like that. Cause stuff and things.
I like stuff.
Sorry, I read the bird. There's a bird on the chat.
There's lots of stuff and things. Alright, so Emily is going to be my wonderful assistant in the rolling department. You have to roll poorly like Zach. Who
Maybe
really-
I'll roll
really
amazingly well,
hasn't-
and then you'll want me every week.
Well, no, see that's
all the time, Emily.
That's-
I get hands
that's-
on dirty.
Zach
Thanks.
hasn't really rolled poorly for anyone.
That's not true.
Like
That
as a
is
whole.
true. That is true.
Serious Pokemon shit.
Except
right
possibly himself. Okay.
Okay.
So first, we have about 1 billion different researches.
Researches.
Yeah, researches.
Researchies.
Researchinations.
Researchinations.
Researchinations. Would you like to get started? This is Ares Financial, their new financial branch, which I think they started last week. You rolled well. That is a 10 plus 2 is a 12. So 12, which means we roll at 2 levels below market level, which means we roll 8d8. So
Whoa.
I have small hands. I don't know if that's gonna fit.
we don't
You
have.
have tiny hands.
I only have 3, so
Oh.
you're gonna roll 2 4 times, but give me time to add them up as you do
Okay.
it.
Once.
That's 9.
Twice.
Plus 7 is 16.
3 times.
Plus 2 is 18. Plus 6 is 24. So a 24% increase to Ares Financial. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Someone in chat was also asking about where they can get information on why are we rolling during the game all of these dice. And there is a series of videos on YouTube. Sorry.
It's true.
Where I
She's a
explain
star.
that. So if someone can post that link,
Post the YouTube links.
that'd be great. Anyway, continue.
Added to that, of course, there's the purchasable dice
Yes.
now that
That's
we
a
allow,
whole-
so that you all can like kind of interact with the game a little bit in a fun and creative,
Like the basic.
entertaining way. Okay, more research.
Woohoo.
Evo Aerospace. Evo would like to do some research into aerospace technology.
Evo, I'm rolling well for you.
She rolled a 2.
I rolled badly.
She
for
didn't
you.
really roll a 2. She rolled. Actually, no, that's fine. You
Is
rolled.
it?
She rolled an 8. I was joking about the 2. She rolled a 3 and a 5. 8 plus 2, because they paid for the plus 2, because it was more. It made more sense for them to do that than to pay for somebody other
It was
than
Right,
that.
right, that does
Because
make sense.
Evo cares.
And a 10 is rolling to increase at regular level. They're level 7, which means a D4 and one of those D6. And she just rolled the maximum number, a 4 and a 6.
Nice.
So a 10% increase at that level is really good.
The
Yay.
anti-Zach.
That's max. That's the most.
I am the anti-Zach.
She's Bizarro Zach.
So,
Verse Zach.
I'm really okay with that.
right?
I'll be bizarre.
For dice purposes.
For
I
dice
mean, Zach is
purposes,
very,
at
has
minimum.
very many admirable attributes.
Indeed. However, his dice rolling
Dice rolling, not one of those.
leaves some to be desired.
Yeah, a little bit. Horizons Matrix Division.
Ooh.
2d6, please. And then it is also plus 2. 7 plus 2 is 9. 9 is roll at regular level to increase. Once again, that is at level 7, so a d4 and a d6.
Ooh. Those are numbers. I'm getting
And close to... she still rolled a 6 on the 6-sided, but she rolled a 1 on the 4-sided. So, a 7% increase is still pretty darn good. Right. So now Horizons Media Branch, if you please. That's 2d6 again. That's not very good. She rolled a 2 and a 3, which is 5, but plus 2, 7, which is still enough to be a successful roll. At level 9, though, means a d4 and any other die.
Any?
Even or odd.
Oh, so I can just grab 6.
fireworks.
Yeah. And
Okay.
it'll be, if it's odd, then it's 1. If it's even, then it's 2. She rolled another 6. But that's on the 6 side. So that's 2, and 2 on the 4 side. It is 4% increase, which at that level, still pretty darn good.
Yeah.
Still pretty darn good. So, that's it for Horizon. Now we're on to Mitsuhama's aerospace technology. That is another 2d6. Wait, no, that is not for you to roll. This is for Cheryl to roll. Mitsuhama would like the pleasure of Cheryl, aka Mainframe, rolling their research roll.
All right. Big money.
Come on, Snake Eyes.
Hey, no whammies.
4 to 5.
That is 9 plus 2 is 11, which is a good roll. That is at level -1. So 2d20. Let me get you a couple of d20s. Roll those, please.
Goodness,
I
that's
don't know if the aerospace is going to be for everyone. Sorry, I'm reading the
Going
chat.
into space.
It's definitely for aerospace for that one company.
24%. She rolled a 6 and an 18. So
Oh.
24% increase on that. Not bad at all. Thank you very much.
Nice. Cheryl, hi.
I've returned.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
You get to roll all the rest of them until your hands get tired and you need me to substitute.
Oh, wow.
I'll never get tired of rolling dice.
Excellent.
You should go to Shadowrun. There's a lot to be rolled.
It's true. You guys had a lot of dice tonight.
Yeah. It was good. It was very nice. Thank you, chat.
Yeah.
Thank you, chat, for letting me
Maybe-
be diplomatic.
Maybe she can practice in the gauntlet.
All right.
Never get to
What's next?
Renraku's Heavy Industry would like to do some research there. 2d6 plus 2. 5
I'm sorry.
plus 2 is 7, so they're saved by their plus 2, which means they're rolling at level 3d8, which I have 3 of. 3d8, there you go. 13. 13 is not bad at all. 13%.
I feel like that's my whole shtick tonight. It's like
Not
not bad
bad.
at all.
Not bad.
Perfectly adequate, actually.
Perfectly adequate.
Adequate.
We do know adequacy, and you are it, girl.
Thank you.
That's really mean, actually.
We had a shining moment of adequacy, but we've certainly cured our employers of any delusions.
Miss J is gonna be like so disappointed.
Whatever, we're on retainer.
All right.
It's at will employment in Washington State.
Next, so that was Renraku's Heavy Industry, 13%. Yay, go you. Seder Krupp would like to improve their magical goods facilities. So research for them, please, 2d6.
Do they also have mage works?
Another 5.
Their Becca worse.
I keep rolling like the same numbers 3 times in a row and then changing, but I'm not doing anything weird. But now that I've said that, everyone's gonna think I'm doing something weird.
You didn't do it 3 times in a row because we got the other
Okay.
stuff there.
That's good.
So that is level 4. At level 4, 3d6. Have some more d6s. There's all the d6.
All the
Roll the.
All the d6.
Here's the
How
color.
many? 3? 6?
3.
Oh, I would
Three.
like
Three.
see. Okay, choices.
I know. Well, you could have 3 of a kind, or 2 of one and 1 of the other. 11%. 5, 5, and 1. 11%. The reason that I do the simple math for you all is because I had people saying, I really wish that she'd read off the actual numbers rolled. It's like, well, sometimes I can't, but when I can,
I'll share them.
yeah.
Very generous.
Well, I thought so. Very magnanimous of
Yes,
me, I
indeed.
thought humoring them would be wonderful. Right, so Wooshing Financial. Wooshing
Oh, I
Financial.
think you mean waxing.
Wuxing. So sorry. Wuxing.
It's waxing.
Is it?
Wuxing.
No.
No, I pronounced it the one time.
Wuxing would
No,
not.
it's Dhugiuzvilli.
Yeah. It's not Dhugiuzvilli. It's not that hard to say.
Just roll 2d6.
Hard to say when you've seen it written.
The D at the beginning really throws you off.
5, again, this time a 4 and a 1. So, but plus 2
I still remember you
is
spelling that.
still 7.
Yeah.
I did.
They're at level 8.
Me.
2d4. There's a d4. There's a d4. There's a d4. You only need 2 though. 2 and 3 is 5%. 5% increase to the Wuxing Financial. It pains me to say it that way. And I'm not even sure that Wuxing is the right way to say it.
I'm pretty sure it's close.
But I'm pretty sure
Wuxing is a lot closer than waxing.
Yeah. Okay. I do try. Now we have like 6 different research. Shiwase was like, we have all these action points. We'd like to research all the things. And then I told them that they couldn't do this other thing, and they're like, we'd like to research all the things except that one thing. and that's what happened. So, incidentally, the action point purchasing happens between 6 o'clock and 8 o'clock, but any market purchasables have to be in before 5 o'clock because otherwise it breaks everything. So, sorry
break
guys,
everything.
I had to tell like a handful of corporations, I'm sorry you can't do that thing because it breaks everything else.
Yeah.
You have
Don't
to have
break
your market
things.
purchasables in by 5 o'clock or it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Sorry guys.
Good reminder.
Sorry, this
5
is one of
o'clock
those
Pacific.
cases. Yeah, Pacific time. Specifically Pacific.
Specifically Pacific.
Specifically Pacific. All right.
I wish
Shiawase's law enforcement, please.
Oh yeah.
That is a 10 plus 2. 5 and 5 plus 2 is 12, which means that at level 1, they gain no benefit from that.
Oh.
Versus if you had rolled a 5. So, level 1 means the 8d8 thing all over again.
Oh, good.
I like this pop up music with the cheers in it. Like,
So that is 13. 5 and 8. Plus another 8 is 21. Plus 13 is 34.
Did I just roll 3 13s in a row?
Plus 3, you.
Sorry.
I lost it.
What
it
number did
was-
she say?
we weren't listening. We were dancing.
I ruined everything!
So you rolled.
Pretty sure it was 3 13s in a row and then 3.
No, it wasn't 3 13s in a row.
Let's stick with 3 13s in a row. That's the
Chat.
best we have.
Hey, chat.
That's a big number. But let's do it.
I think it was 34 plus that, which is 37. You
Okay,
guys can
Trump always
correct
said
me.
37 at the last.
37. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Sorry.
Um,
I'm distracting. It's fun. That's fine.
only when I'm mathing.
Yeah.
Anyway. You try doing this on camera,
I'd rather not.
right? Okay, so that's 37% increase. Somebody can check the VOD and correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was 37 and they seem to
They all
agree.
say 37 too.
So, next is Shiawase's Biotech Division, another 2d6, please. I love the dance party that happens every week. She rolled a 5 and a 3, which is an 8, plus 2 means it's 10, which is still in the same category as the other one. So at 8, that is 2d4. There's a d4, there's 2d4, roll whichever ones you want to roll.
I like these.
That is a 6, 6%, 4 and a 2, 6%. Next is Shiawase's Energy Branch. She rolled 9 plus 2 is 11. 11 is a good one. -1 level 2 increase, so 6 to 1, 2d8, please. 2d8, they're right there. An 8 and a 2 is a 10% increase to Shiawase's new energy branch. Not new, but their energy branch. Next is Shiawase's medicine branch. She
Sorry.
rolled badly. That is a no impact. She rolled a 3 and a 1, even with the plus 2. That's 6. 6 is no impact. I applaud your dance party.
Look at
Golf
everybody's
clap.
dance moves.
Golf clap. So yeah, that's no good. 4
Make me wanna
plus 6.
dance.
Apparently Joe is applying effects. So.
Shiawase's agriculture.
Oh yeah.
Even worse, she rolled a 2 and a 1, plus 2 is still 5, no effect. Shiawase's media. 11
better.
plus 2 is 13. You can't actually get that high in this chart. So, that's at 2 levels to reduce.
What does that
3.
mean?
That means you roll 8d8 again.
I like to imagine we're doing this in the alley with
With all the dead bodies.
And Miss J comes out.
13
She's doing it too.
13 is great.
plus 15 is 28.
That is correct.
Plus 13 is 41.
Correct.
45. She rolled 2 2s. 45%. That is a 45% increase to Shiwase's media branch.
That was pretty good, though. Sorry about the bad roll earlier, but that was real good.
That was a really good one.
That was real good.
Okay,
It's
now
because I like media.
Neonat unhappy about the negative PR smear campaign from last week. Smear
It's made
campaign.
of cream cheese.
That's that.
Because you smear it on
Yeah, you
things.
put some lox on it, you put it on a bagel, it's real nice.
It's a smear campaign. Can we do this together every week? Neonat's PR, they would like to do a PR thing in their matrix. It's got nothing to do with last week.
I roll
They just want to do. Yes, you roll 2d6.
Yay!
Again, she rolled an 11, which is really, really good.
That's really good
11.
on 2d6.
Yeah.
So that is, now you roll 2d4 to increase their thingamahoosit. With the whatchamacallit. 4% to increase the thingamahoosit with the whatchamacallit.
Cool.
Well done.
Thank you.
It's 4% whatchamacallit. Next, As Technology and Neonet are both doing a whole bunch of, we've got 4 rolls. We cannot read these out.
Oh, these are secret.
So give
Sit on
me
your
the 2
hands.
d6.
Sit on your hands.
Okay, that's a secret.
Yep, that's a secret. Roll it again.
Hide the rules.
Okay.
That's a secret too.
Also a secret. Roll 2
Do
more.
another.
Definitely a secret. And
Oh, that's
totally
more.
a secret.
That's like the most
All right.
secret.
Those are so secret.
So secret.
So secret. Okay. Now.
Okay, let's do it again.
Now this
Oh,
is,
that one's a weird.
Well, no. As Technology's magical goods is getting attacked. Getting
no.
attacked. So
Oh,
roll
that's
2d6.
Not MageWorks,
I'm
a
so
division of
sorry.
As Technology.
Well, no, that's good for As Technology.
Yes.
Say thank you.
No impact. She rolled a 5. She rolled a 1 and a 4.
So they didn't get attacked?
So they got attacked.
They did. It just they got repelled and
You're welcome.
nobody
Bad
suffered
runners.
anything.
Bad runners.
Oh,
They
was
didn't
that us?
hire a kidnapped
Weird.
locks.
Oh, was that us?
Could you imagine a bagel and rave place? Like you got bagels and rocks?
Oh my
And
god.
The joke in chat was pop and lock.
But the bagels would have to be like on racks that are glow sticks.
Yeah, like you'd have to
you
eat
could,
them off glow
like,
sticks.
and then you'd pull them off the stick and.
Everyone would have cold.
So
And all the
this
music
is
is
a
in
really
a
cool
minor
space, and I feel like we should start renting it out for events like that. So.
Oh yes, the landlord would love that.
Saturday night, no one cares.
Bagel
Whatever.
raves.
All right, shall we?
Yes, As Technology's consumer goods department.
All right.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Hey,
So she rolled a 3,
We're allowed to tap.
which means that backfire.
I mean, it's knocking on the door, right?
So that
I'm
3,
sorry.
that attack against As Technology's consumer goods backfires on the people doing the attacking.
Not rolling anything today.
The information of which I don't have up here and isn't going to be completely public until it's in the back.
God.
But that is what that means. That backfires on the attackers.
Oh, that's
One more roll.
One last attack.
Okay.
Seder Krupp is being attacked in their military hardware branch.
Oh no.
2d6.
Okay.
military hardware.
You know, they
That
got
is a 10.
rocket
10 is 10 is roll at level to reduce. 2d4, please. Well, 2%. She rolled 2 1s. That is a 2%. 2%.
Attack?
Yes, 2% damage to Seder Krupp's military hardware.
Congratulations. One tank blew up.
More beer, less military hardware. Say
Wait,
that.
did I do that right? I don't think I did that right.
No.
No, I didn't do that right. Sorry.
Do it again.
Sorry. Yeah, it's 2d8, not 2d4.
Let's fix it. 2d8. Oh well.
Couldn't have gotten lower.
I'm so glad that
got
I
exactly the
erased
same
that
thing.
because she still rolled 2 1s.
Still the same tank.
2%. Once again,
Some things are
2%.
just meant to be.
It's
you know,
true.
sorry.
It's true.
All right.
It
Well,
had to be that 2%.
was that our last
So
roll?
that's my job.
All right. Well, I just want to say, I feel like I did a lot of good here today. I also feel like I really
You helped
messed
Quark.
some plans up. But you know, take the good with the bad. Just say.
All right, now I am going to go Yeah, to have a stress heart attack. It'll be great.
Oh, God!
It'll be great. Have fun reading the gratuity and
Cyclops
stuff.
does not care. These metagame rules were created by Hyper RPG and Jordan Weissman for this show specifically. And they are ongoing. They're a living rule set.
Oh gosh.
It's cool. It's good news.
Sticky notes everywhere. All right, let's read some donations off.
Woo!
Thank you everybody for donating.
I know you said everybody, but my brain heard every pony.
Every bunny. Thank you everybody.
Even better.
Everybody donated.
Ponies too.
You're all great. All right, let's
Lives
see. Where
matter.
are we? All right, our first donation of the night was from Aronax06. $10. That was adequate reading. 1 dice to Lauren. Hashtag Lauren Legion.
I don't like to boo. I feel like everyone is equal. And
Everyone is equal.
Everyone is.
Okay,
equal.
William TW. Here are 6 dice from Neonet to help you all.
oh, hello everybody.
Horizon grants a die to the GM on behalf of the Lauren Legion. Look, I got the right channel this time. Thank you, Krellin. 1 die for Lauren. Oh, capped pin. My capped pin. Hashtag Lauren Legion.
That was
Hashtag
Yes.
MVP. Thank you, Mitsula.
Mitsula was my MVP on stream. The voracious punner.
Puns are not
I
accepted.
love puns.
They do love puns. I love puns. BP Phantom, 3 dice for Lauren from the Lauren Legion, and the Sinless, 2 dice for Cromwell.
Salute the Legion.
The ground said bad things about your mom.
I don't even know who my mom is.
Oh. Got really sad real fast.
Aronax again. Welcome back, Tony. Hashtag Cromwell. Hashtag Evo.
Nice, thanks. Glad I could
Yeah,
help the
Evo.
party.
Tahoods, 2 dice for each for Mortiframe member. 2 dice each for Farky. 1 die for Elsie of hashtag no ship. And finally, 1 die for Cromwell, whom we need to get a date. Hashtag Evo, the corp that ships. Hashtag Jeff.
They ship with Miss J? I'm not really sure.
I would ride that ship to the end.
That's interesting. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know if I can get on that ship. All right, next up.
Almost too
Thank
British
you.
to admit to it.
Refix. Dice for Lauren. Hashtag Sinless. Tally Taliana. You want to bring out your best troll assets but don't know how? Come to Cromwell for fine hats, especially for your troll needs. Cromwell, your mad hatter of trust. For Cromwell. P.S. Glad you liked your perfume thing. That was from Tally Taliana.
I do like perfume. I like to smell
And
like.
it was for Lauren.
I like
Mad
to.
Hatter, they just mean angry.
I like to smell like bullets and.
Main Fang 3. That's a new one.
That's an interesting one.
It's shown up every once in a while.
Also, Fang Frame had happened.
Fame
Both of
frame.
those.
Yeah, that's been happening. Gaia says, hashtag Neonet gives 1 die to Elsie. We have kittens and donuts.
That was who?
Gaia?
From Nia?
Was there a
Legion.
was there a
They are
corp?
repping.
Oh, Neonet, sorry.
Neo next.
Let's see.
You just
Faithless
say
and donuts. Or donuts made of nope.
what?
Kittens made, nope.
Kittens with donuts on there. I
Yes.
feed the kittens.
Keep going.
All right, Faithless79, 1 die for Lauren from hashtag Lauren Legion, and 1 die to reboot Fang after the tattoo talk. Hashtag Team Distraction. Hashtag The Sinless.
I love
EKYN. Hashtag Lauren Legion. Hashtag GM Solidarity. Down with the servants of Horizon. Rescue the Technomancer.
Oh dear.
Chairman Demure says, Mordecai is a very troublesome little fellow. I think you should teach him one of your special lessons. What do you think, Lauren? What would look nice? Half warthog? Half donkey? Half oyster? Half carrot? 20 dice for Lauren.
Not okay.
Yes, okay. Yes, okay.
I think that was Talia.
I was mad. Talia was mad.
Aronax06 again. The number 1 rule is hashtag Fang, hashtag Evo. This music is really,
It's
Yeah.
in the house. It's good.
yeah, I'm digging it. All right, Aronax again. Hashtag Evo supports expressing yourself with this tattoo. Hashtag Mordecai.
Thank you.
Another from Krillin. Hashtag Horizon grants 1 die to Elsie, who looks lonely over there in the single digits.
Aww. Free subscriber, hi.
Oh, thanks for the refund.
Thank you. Aranax, negotiation dice for the best deal possible. Hashtag LC, hashtag Evo.
Oh, she got pretty good deal.
You know what? Evo does care.
They do care.
Aranax, once more. Google food dice, hashtag mainframe, hashtag Evo. Cope the joke.
Oh,
I
think we're getting. Is that rated? I think we're getting rated. I think we're.
Yeah.
We're getting rated.
Rated by.
It says geek and there's green. It's a group
Geek
hug.
and Sundry.
Oh, thank you so much, Geek and Sundry.
Guys, let's
Welcome. We are in the reading off donations section of Shadowrun Corporate Sins. Hey, Lauren, why don't you explain a little bit about what Shadowrun Corporate Sins is?
Critically, I
You're
know
the
that.
GM. So.
Hi, my name's Lauren. I'm the GM of Shadowrun Corporate Sins. We're a tabletop RPG game where we play Shadowrun and roll a lot of d6s, which is why there's a bucket of dice on the table. So many dice. There are corporations that you, as a subscriber to our channel, get to be a part of and work with me to plan runs that our runners go on. But mostly, I just fuck with them a lot because it's great.
It's really fun. We have it Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Pacific time every Wednesday. So on this channel. So you guys should stick around. We also have other role-playing games like Death from Above, which is our BattleTech role-playing game, where we actually take these giant 3D printed mechs and we drill into them, and every time they get physical damage in the game, they also take damage in real life. Let's show you one of these.
They're so big.
Look at that. They're huge. They're awesome. So that's really fun. That's on Fridays at 6 p.m. And we're going to get back to reading off some donations. All right. Where were we? Cope the joke. I've got 1 dice from the Legion for Lauren to wreak havoc, and 1 to appease Cromwell's Paddington Bear God, for Paddington is surely watching and is surely vengeful. Hashtag Evo.
I like that they're doing this balancing act where they give me one and they give someone else.
Yeah, they feel really bad.
No one goes on the shit
It's
list.
not, karma doesn't work like
Yes, it does.
To be fair,
I love everyone
To be
who
fair,
gets
giving dice to Cromwell and you hurt the party double tonight.
Yeah.
Hashtag Evo, corp that cares, PS, and don't call me Shirley.
So, when you split your dice, but you still hashtag your corp,
It's fine.
It is fine.
Probably a wash.
Ravenza, seems like the GM is gonna need some more dice. Plus 2 dice to Lauren. Hashtag Neonet.
Neonet.
Alright.
I mean, they have kittens and donuts, but
They're pretty good people. I mean, as corps are pretty good people, right? They're some people. Corps are people.
Corporations, are they people? Are they?
I think in the eyes of the law in Shadowrun, they are.
They totally are.
Absolutely. Alright, Arislyn says, can we please put MMFEC in the pokey? Hashtag Lauren serves them right. Shiawase for old time's sake. We miss you. Arislyn, the friendly ghost.
They were this close to ending up in prison.
We got thrown out of prison.
We got thrown out of the cop station.
We can't even go. MFEC goes to prison. It's like a big failure to address that.
Yeah, it's Sunny with a chance. And so goes to prison.
From White Wabbit, hashtag Mordecai. What was that? No more Mortiframe. It's ruined. The ship is destroyed. Hashtag shipwrecked.
Wow!
Wow. That was, there was some feeling behind that one.
Easy come, easy.
Some people like to jump ships, and that's okay. The captain always sinks with the ship.
Snow, 5 dice for Fang. A social Fang is a happy Fang. Hashtag the sinless.
Oh, someone told us to dance more.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's no music.
There's no music.
The music in your head, guys. The music in your head. To Hoods, Mordecai, use these for a seduction roll, and remember to push the limit. Hashtag Evo. Hashtag the right fucking ship.
Patience. All good things.
Romance takes time.
Not dating sims.
That's true. Alien Knitter, hashtag Lauren, and oh, Bidoof is a scrub of a Pokemon, green-eyed trombonist. It is known.
Bidoof has so much potential.
Whoa, thanks for the
Pokemon
time.
is
That
only
was
as good as
harsh.
its
Throwing
trainer.
down. Sagetopian, I like double-digit numbers on the screen. 3 dice for Cromwell, 1 die for Elsie. Hashtag Neonet.
Evo.
Neonet. Neonet. All right, Bidoof says, Bidoof, 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 Bidoof. Cromwell. Bidoof, bidoof, bidoof. Bidoof, bidoof. Green-eyed trombonist. Come on, everyone. Bidoof is a perfectly good Pokemon, and it's so tasty when I bake it into my chocolate chip cookies. Hashtag Lauren.
This got dark.
Thanks for the.
Yeah, you did that in Lauren's name. I don't know how she feels about that.
Technically, Bidoof backwards is food.
Thanks for the dice.
True.
That's true.
Food.
Banana-ya. Make everyone cry before your words, Fang.
Aw.
Words are hard.
You tried really hard.
I mean, the best I can do.
Not to Hood says, Legionnaires, grab your pins and fight. Fight for our Empress. Forward the Pin Brigade. Charge for the Seam Rippers, he said. Into the Valley of Death, rode the 600.
Yes! I love the Legion.
The Legion is itself.
They really are.
So hard.
They rocked
Loot
it
them all.
Taking a tiny little rubber sheath off their Seam Rippers and attacking.
What is the Lauren Legion salute? Is it like...
I don't know. I'm doing it.
That you're feeling?
I have...
What is this?
Okay, this is hiling. This is saluting.
Okay. They're different. They're different.
Can you do like
I don't know.
I thought it was like scissors or something.
Dollars and scissors.
Scissors.
Innocent Victim. Innocent Victim has a message for you. Hi. I'm the innocent victim that Cromwell murdered. I always thought trolls were people too, but this arrow in my neck says I was wrong.
Because you were a troll killer. You were in the troll killer gang. That says you didn't fake trolls.
What's this tattoo? Oh, it's a troll killer tattoo. I had no idea. When
Don't actually know if
I leave all my money to Lauren to fund the troll killers. Kill the butler first.
I gave you a stoma to try to save your life.
Troll Killers says, his name was Robert Paulson. Lauren, avenge him. Nautilus
Now I feel
says,
really uncomfortable that I'm doing this, so I'm gonna stop.
yeah, maybe like rein it in a little bit. I don't know.
I'm gonna brainstorm a better.
Yeah, think about that one. Think about
I
it.
like the staff because you're a pin.
Cut it out. Pin it. Do that.
Hit it and cut.
Is that a new dance move?
No, that's
that
the
the new?
Lauren Legion.
Okay. Nautilus says, 2 dice for Mordecai. May they server you well. Hashtag Evo.
Thank you, Evo.
Mordecai doesn't understand sir.
Gipshay says,
Babe,
hashtag
can't
save
do
the
magic.
troll. Hashtag Cromwell.
Aw, save the troll.
Doc Wagon says, looks like we're gonna be working overtime tonight, y'all. Hashtag Lauren. Wow, that's dark. Fezzik says, way to go, Mordecai, for stealing my big speech from the Princess Bride. Were you on a wheelbarrow and set on fire too? Hashtag Lauren. What? And that is all our donations for the night.
Great, thank you.
You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for donating.
Like we couldn't run this show without.
Yeah,
them.
absolutely not.
Yeah, so really,
They're the
thanks so
best.
much. That lets us do this for fun.
So awesome.
So I would say this week the shit list is shallow, but mighty. So I'm watching you.
So we are going to raid Dreaded Cone now. Dreaded Cone is going to be here for our Necropolis Co-op Death Jam this weekend, Saturday, from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. He won't be here the whole time, but he'll be in one of the teams. So we are going to be playing Necropolis Co-op, and we're going to see who can collect as many skulls as possible. It's going to be really fun. We're going to be giving away Steam keys for Necropolis. I feel like MMFEC really needs a salute.
What does?
MMFEC. You need like an
You just
MMFEC.
tag our name on
I
every.
have an idea, but that's what I do.
That's what the Marauders do. The Marauders salute is,
Yeah, that's the GM salute.
yeah,
we-
basically.
It would have to be like a.
Yeah.
All right,
You know what?
so
we just need a PR firm because all I do is
I
just
think it's
write.
just tossing a grenade and yelling grapefruit.
everybody hop over to Dreaded Cone's page. Let's give them a raid. But
Oh, wait,
wait
sorry.
for my signal.
So what do they have to say?
Grapefruit?
They say, Hyper Rabbit Power Raid, chase the rabbit. So we've got that in chat right now. Copy and paste that. Go over there. I'm killing time because it takes time for you guys to go over there
Who's
and to
signaling?
wait for the commercials and blah 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 whatever. So, all right, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm jacked in.
Oh God.
Go!
Ride, ride, ride.
Cheers.